Well, good evening and welcome to Skwirl and Friends. I'm your host, Journey Ryan. Also hosting with me tonight is Skwirl, and you're muted. Already starting off tonight. Already starting off. Oh my gosh, guys, it's been a while since I've been on and done some readings. I've been taking care of some business, and I got some really cool things coming up for you guys here. So if you guys check out our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see some of the new projects that are coming along, and we can't wait for you guys to check that out. And know that we've got some other programs that will be going on our YouTube channel that won't be on our Facebook Lives, but they will be on our YouTube Lives. So make sure you guys are subscribed to our YouTube so you guys don't miss a chance to check out all that cool and fun stuff. Now, we will share it to Facebook for you guys to click on the YouTube link, but definitely go over to our YouTube channel, subscribe, and that way you guys can enjoy all that, because we got a lot going on over there.
It's so good to have you
on the screen. I got to roll my chair over a little bit. It's driving me crazy. But I'm really excited to be here and so happy. But we do have more people. More people. All right. We got Destiny. What's up, Destiny?
Yay! How is everybody? I'm so excited to be here. This is one of my favorite shows.
I know.
I love it. And if you were here last night, I just want to say thank you to everyone, because the energies last night were absolutely ecstatic.
They were.
I was so overwhelmed. I want you to know I cried on my show last night. It was amazing.
That was an amazing show last night. And then Cassidy's show following right behind it was awesome. Yeah. And so Cassidy is moving on to her own show starting at 11 p.m. on Thursdays. So we're really excited about that for her. And that means that opens the door for a new psychic to join us on Thursdays. So guys, get ready for that. We've got one more new face. Means somebody coming in with a fresh new look and new psychic to test out if you like, because we've always bringing in all these new people. So guys, make sure if you'd like to get a question in tonight, that you ask a specific question, general, medical, and legal questions. Our questions we're not going to be able to answer on the show. If you'd like a general read, you can go to mypsychicconnection.com, and you'll have more time to sit with the reader and kind of get a more in-depth reading that way when it comes to a general. So if that's what you're looking for, check out mypsychicconnection.com, 24/7 psychics on there for you guys to have the question answered the way you would like. So I'm over here adjusting, getting my head in the camera, and doing all the fun stuff. So don't mind me, guys. It's been a minute. It's been a month. I haven't been on the air in a month.
Wow, it's been that long. It's gone so fast.
It's been a month. So
we have missed your face. We've missed your face.
I've missed everybody and everyone here. So I'm really excited. Guys, remember, if you do a 3-minute donation read, remember, you get to choose the psychic. So if you do 3 minutes, that's you pick the psychic. We're going to answer each question. One of us is going to go one by one. We're going to start off with Skwirl, go to Destiny, then myself, Journey Ryan, and then we'll just keep going in the rotation. Remember, if you donate, you get a chance to play the game called Find the Queen of Fire. So you got to find the Queen of Fire. If you find the Queen of Fire, you will win a $50 reading on mypsychicconnection.com. Guys, and that's a psychic of your choice. It could be me, it could be Skwirl, Destiny, or whoever you want on the website. So really exciting, and I'm hoping somebody wins. We did have a winner a few weeks ago. That was Megan Thompson. She won, and she got a $50 reading on My Psychic Connection. So congratulations to her, and I'm hoping that we have more winners. And it's amazing how when I shuffled the cards before the show, when you guys do your donations, how the card lines up with each person's reading. So it's absolutely amazing, and I love how my deck does that. It just loves to be like, you don't even have to shuffle, Journey. You don't even have to shuffle. So I trust in the universe to bring me the messages that we need, guys. We do mediumships, guys. If you check out everything, we have a 3-minute, a 5-minute, a mini, a medium, and a mega. The 3 M's is what I call it. The 3 M's. And you guys can pick one of those if you'd like to donate. So, guys, if you do that, go to the link that's in the chat room right now where you guys are responding. Let's see all those emojis. Let's tap them screens. Let's see them hearts because I see a couple. Let's see some more, guys. You know, we love that love. And, guys, make sure we are sharing out far and wide so we can get to as many places and many platforms as possible. Do remember we are on a ton of platforms. So the person that is asking a question may not be in the same room as you. They may be in a different group. They might be on YouTube. They might be on Twitch. They might be on LinkedIn. They might be on Twitter. They might be on the radio. You never know where they're at, but everybody's coming in. So in order to guarantee that you get a reading tonight, you donate, and that way you guarantee your reading. So, and then again, you guys get a chance to win a $50 prize for a $50 reading on My Psychic Connection. So, looking forward to seeing who might win tonight. Let's see who we got, guys. Make sure we're tagging people. I see you guys tagging people. Thank you so much. I love it. And guys, I've missed you. I'm happy I'm back. Ladies, how you feeling? Are we ready to rock and roll?
We are ready.
Let's do this.
I'm
so excited.
What's up? What's my kid do?
Oh, I almost forgot. What is everybody drinking tonight? I am with my Long Island tonight. What do we got going on?
So I have a pink gin and lemonade, lovely.
Nice.
And I'm sticking to the Baileys and coffee. I did finally try that sipping cream. I had banana pudding pie sipping cream.
Yeah.
A little tiny bottle like this. I had half of it and it knocked my ass out. I'm so glad I didn't bring it on the show.
All right. Well, I'm loving all this love, and we got to say hi to Elise. I see her in the audience too. Elise, hello.
Elise,
yeah. All right, guys. So let's get this party started. And Squirrel, you will be up unless we have a donation. So let's go ahead and check the donation list before we even get started. Because, guys, people who donate get ahead of everybody on the list. If you do the mega reading, you jump not only the free list, you also jump the donation list. So if you do that, you go higher. So you get ahead of everybody.
5-minute, the mini, the mega, and the mediumship. They get all of us, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The mini, the mega, the 5, the mini. 5, mini, mega, and medium. They get all of us.
Yeah.
The 3-minute one is the only one that they get to choose the person they would like to read for. Because the other ones, they got us all. So you get triple the information. All right. Well, let's get this party going. And let's start off with Squirrel. Squirrel is going to be up first. Who do we have on the list first? Who is your first victim? I'm just kidding. Who is the first victim?
We try not to call them victims.
Yeah, no, why not? I just thought it was funny.
So, all right. Oh, Gemma, hi, sweetheart. Hope you're doing all right. I'm glad to see you. So, Gemma Ball says, I am very close to a man. We have an amazing time together. Can you see me visiting him in his hometown in the next year or two? Let's find out. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Wow. Just wow. Girl, this is exciting. So look how beautiful he is. You find this man just absolutely beautiful in every single way. He is just so stable, so solid. He makes you feel like a goddess. It's like you really have a good time together. You just get each other in an emotional and a intellectual way. It's beautiful. There's like 3 of the biggest players in the court cards and just getting along. And I do believe See, I feel like you've been feeling trapped, you've been isolated, you've been in one position for far too long, and I see you getting out of this. This card is in reverse. You are no longer going to be trapped by that thing that has been keeping you in one place. You are so going to go see him, and he is going to be just as good in person as he is how you're talking to him now. It is going to be absolutely beautiful. And yes, and I don't think it's going to take 2 years. I think within the next year. And I know last night you asked about traveling. Yes, Cassidy said you're going to travel. I think that the first travel you should do is to go see this man that makes you feel like a goddess. So I'm very excited to see this, Gemma, and I want to hear not all about it, but most about it. Okay, I hope that helps. I hope you're as excited as I am, because he is all that and then some. So that's amazing. That's amazing. And he's going to see you as all that and then some. So, hi.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm so excited. I got goosebumps. And Gemma says, oh, wow, I'm feeling emotional. That's amazing. Thank you. Oh, honey, get ready. You are going to have the time of your life. Okay.
Absolutely. That's awesome. All right. Good.
Beautiful.
Good stuff. Gotta love the travel part. Always gotta love the travel part. Doing something fun, doing something new, stepping out of comfort zones. Absolutely. So, all right. Well, let's keep it going right now and go ahead and take the next person in line. Our next person in line is No Caller ID, and you'll be with Destiny.
Hey, lovely. Hey, No Caller ID. So your question is, do you see new love for you? Let me have a look for you, my lovely. Okay, first things first, No Caller ID, when I connect with your energies, okay? Spirit is saying to me right now that you are definitely have been working on yourself. I want to say to you, there had been a relationship previously where Spirit is telling me that there was a lot of like communication was a struggle here, okay, is what I'm being told to tell you. What I want to say to you with this previous relationship that you had been going through, okay, was a lesson that Spirit wanted you to learn, because there's so many new things that are coming in and forward for you. Now, I'm hearing around about April of 2023 having a big, huge significance here in regards to a new love. So what Spirit is saying to me right now, lovely, okay, get yourself ready, get yourself prepared, because there's lots of amazing things that are coming in for you. But at the same time, you deserve to have this happiness because you have been putting so much work into yourself with that self-love and that self-care. So Spirit is now congratulating you, lovely, with how far that you have come. So thank you very much, lovely, for your time, your energies this evening, and your question at My Psychic Connections. So thank you.
All right. Good information. And guys, remember, if you'd like to get on the list, all you got to do is post your specific question. Posting your specific question is going to help us connect to where you want to know about in your life. And by trying to ask a general question, we don't have enough time to go into a general read on a free one. And so we like to say general reads for the website, because general reads can take you into a place where you might not want to talk openly about it. You know, want to air out certain laundry, putting out the dirty laundry, be like, could you not say that here on the live where everybody can hear? Be like, oops, my bad, So that's why we save general reads for that and save them for the website. But if you have a specific question, love, finance, career, where you're going, are you going on trips, things like that, whatever it is that you guys have a question about, make sure you're specific. The more specific, the more focused that we can get, and the more information we can provide for you, and it just makes it a lot easier for us, the reader, and for you to get what you're looking for directly, rather than going, so tell me about me. Well, you live in a house and you have a car. You don't want that type of basic information. because we only got that little bit of time.
I have gotten in a great deal of trouble just with one-on-ones with general readings for finding out stuff they didn't want me to know.
Absolutely.
So in public, that would have been pretty catastrophic.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, most definitely. Cindy just wanted to say thank you to both Destiny and Squirrel. I know when I kept asking about my friend Jay, it gives me hope and faith and confirmation knowing there is hope. It isn't been easy because I miss my friend dearly. Thank you again so much.
Oh, bless you.
Cindy, yeah, you've been a
Sending you
trooper
lots of
through the whole
love.
thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep it going, guys. Let's go ahead and take the next person in line. You are up with me. Who do I have? Who is the next person in line? And I've got Audrey. All right, Audrey. What do we got going on here? Audrey says, hi, will things change soon for me financially? Every time I get ahead or get money, it's gone to someone else. Oh, the thing about your finances is that you're also in a place where you're trying to, figure out your job. You're trying to figure out your household. You've got too many people in your circle. It's like you're taking care of too many people. That is depleting you. That's even with bills. That's with groceries. That's with all the things that you would think, oh, well, I just pay these things anyway. Well, grocery bill would be cheaper. The light bill would be cheaper. Even having people in the household helping out in some type of way is going to make things a little bit easier for you, which will lessen the financial hold that's on you. It's exhausting. And, she says, yes, I'm exhausted. Right. But, your job situation, you're waiting for change there. You're hoping to be recognized. You want things to be better. You want to be seen as a person and not, it always just feels like a huge taking advantage of. You're being taken advantage of. You're not getting the financial benefit currently with your job. But that is telling me here with communication and giving basically, in a sense, an ultimatum and saying, listen, I can't keep doing this. And if this is the way that things are going to be, then you need to take your time and tell him, I will look for another job. Yes, I feel that I always pay. Right. Stop paying. Stop being the one that pays. You are the one who is always doing that. Stop letting everybody take advantage of that because they know they can. And I know that that's what's happening here. So because they know you have a kind heart, you're ready to do things, and you have a certain way of handling it. All right. Well, Audrey, thank you so much for your question. I do appreciate it. Woo, woo. Got the bell. I'm going to put and I can't even tell you how long. Absolutely. It's absolutely great. But yeah, this energy and the things that are going on right now in this situation with the way things have been. We've got Mars was retrograde. It's still retrograde.
Still, yeah.
Fact, with Gemini, but it started off with a Gemini moon, so it only got amplified immediately, and so their energies were changing, and they didn't know how to tell the difference between what was real and what's bullshit. And those of you who could see it plain as day, like, you're lying to me and I know it, and that angered you. So that was adding fuel to that fire. And other people, they didn't think that you could tell that they were lying. So
yeah,
definitely changed with everything going on the way it was. And I can tell you right now, it has lessened. So the energy's not as strong as it was, but definitely feel like it's going to take time for us to heal from that. So, guys, just know that. That's why you're feeling like, what the hell is wrong with people right now? You don't feel spirit. Yeah,
and now it's out of Scorpio season into the great optimistic Sagittarius season, which is outstanding. However, Sagittarius has no filter. Sagittarius is the greatest thinker, but some of the shit that comes out of Sagittarius energy mouth is like, what did you just say? So they're just thinking it's
terrible.
Funny. Yeah.
It can be funny, though. It definitely most certainly can be funny.
Yeah, it
All
can
right.
be.
So who do we have next on our list?
Let's see. We are. Right, yeah.
We got a donation here. We got that one from Roadkill. No. All right.
There we go.
So I'm going to hand this over to Destiny. You're going to get with Squirrel, and then you'll get with me. So let's go ahead and start that off.
Hey, Roadkill, thank you so much for donating and supporting us at My Psychic Connections this evening. So what I'm going to do first, Roadkill, I'm going to read your question. I'm going to build up on your energies. Then I'm going to be able to bring your loved ones through to you, okay, to give you what is needed to be heard and seen tonight. So your question is, I would like to know if my childhood friend Maya, that passed a bit more than a year ago, has any messages for you. Okay, let me have a look for you, lovely. Okay, first things first, Roadkill, when I connect with your energies, okay, Spirit is saying to me right now, there has been a lot of things within yourself, okay, that you are changing and making adjustments right now. I also want to say to you at the same time, Roadkill, you have been seeing things in different lights and different perspectives to how you did then to how you're doing now, but also how you're going to be doing for your future as well. Now, I want to say to you, okay, your friend is now coming in and stepping forwards for you. He is literally here already. He's now coming in. Thank you very much. He's now connecting and placing his energies with mine and my energies with his, and we have a big build-up of energies. Okay. So I want to let you know, lovely, okay, your friend is standing right by my side right now, okay? And the first thing that he comes in and says, hey, so he wants to come in and let you know, to acknowledge that he is here straight away, okay? I'm hearing the months of March and I'm hearing the month of June having a significance as well. Now, when I'm connecting with Maya, your friend, okay, first things that I need to say, I'm getting like this pain in the back of my head, please, but I'm also getting in regards to the chest area as well. Now, I also want to say to you at the same time, Roadkill, when your friend was here on the earth plane, okay, thank you. Now, he's telling me there was a lot of things that he used to hide and keep them to himself, okay? I also want to say to you, when I'm connecting with his energies, there was a lot of things that he really did want to open up to you about, but at the same time, he felt that it was better left to keep inwardly. Now, first thing he wants to say to you is that he's sorry for that, because he knows that you was a very good friend to him as well. Okay, thank you. He's also now referring to me, there was an incident that happened, okay, where in regards here that you stood up. And okay, thank you. So what he's telling me, there was an incident that occurred or something happened and you actually stuck up for him as well, because this is what he's showing me right now. Okay, thank you. I also want to say to you, he's confirming to me that you two had this connection with one another that was an unbreakable connection. So I also want to say to you right now, okay, Roadkill, you have been thinking about your friend recently, because what he's telling me, okay, thank you. He's saying to me that he has been standing by your side. Now, what he's just said to me is, don't freak out, but I have been standing behind you, okay, for the last couple of days. Now, I want to ask you, Roadkill, have you been feeling like drafts around you, okay, as if you're turning around because like you're seeing things, but you double check to make sure? So I want to let you know that is your friend Maya. And I also want to say to you, when I'm connecting with Maya, would you understand me as well about a taste in regards to the mouth, please, as well? Okay, thank you. Now, okay, thank you. What he's saying to me right now, that you have got the confidence to move forwards, because there's a lot of things, okay, Roadkill, that you're wanting to do right now in this present moment. And he's saying you can go after it, you can go and grab it, because you can have it, but you just need to believe in yourself more. Would you understand me when I say, Roadkill, that you like your confidence is there 1 minute, but then your confidence isn't there the next? Okay, seeing things, and I hear my name a lot when nobody says it. Okay, well, actually, in actual fact, you are not going I want to let you know, you're not going mad, you're not going crazy. That is your friend Maya connecting with you. So when you hear your name being called, that is Maya giving you that giving you that signal and that sign that he is strongly around you right now. Okay, thank you. So I want to say to you, there is something coming up for you, because he's just told me in regards to 3 months. Okay, he's just given me the number 3 and referring me to 3 months coming forwards for you. There's going to be an opportunity that comes in for you, and he wants you to take it, but your confidence needs to gain first. Now, he's saying to me, you helped me a lot when I was here on the earth plane. So now what he wants you to do, he wants you to let him help you. Okay, now, would you also understand me as well when I'm being referred here? Okay, because I'm being shown lots of numbers, I'm being shown lots of figures. He's showing me numbers and figures right now of things that are having to be put in place and forwards. Wow, okay, thank you. But he's telling me right now that he doesn't have any more pain. Okay, but would you also understand me that the pain that he was suffering was in regards with the head as well, please? Because when I connect, I've got like this, I've got this taste, and this taste that I've got, it's like blood in my mouth. Okay, but what I'm referring and being told to tell you, that he hasn't got this anymore. So he wants to rest assure you that all of this has been completely removed and gone. Okay, thank you. He does want me to pull you some talking to heaven cards as well, and he just keeps saying that you were like a brother to him as well. Okay, Roadkill, that has to do with the way he passed. Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, because I can taste it right now. So when spirit gives that to me, that indicates, okay, that it was a very quick passing as well. But what he wants to let you know, that he didn't have any pain anymore now. That has gone. So he's saying to you, we understand that sometimes you may feel alone, but I'm always here. Look at this. Now, Roadkill, I feel with yourself, okay, you don't really express your feelings outwardly with how you're truly feeling deep inside, okay? But what he's saying to me right now, lovely, that you do need to just believe in yourself, because you can do it, you will do it, you are going to achieve it. Yes, because he's saying, take the time to pamper yourself and let others take care of you. Now, Roadkill, he's saying to me that you're always there for everybody else, but no one is there for you in return in regards with friends. Would you understand this when I say this to you? Okay, so what he's making me aware of, Roadkill, okay, he's saying that it's okay to say no sometimes to friends, because he's saying to me that you always do everything for everybody else. Okay, lovely. I'm also going to pull you a talking to heaven card as well. Okay, thank you. And he's saying to me, if you see the numbers 111 and 444, know that that is him giving you the signs that you're needing to see and hear. Okay, lovely. Because he's saying tears do cleanse your soul. Okay, so it's okay to cry, it's okay to express your feelings outwardly, and you definitely have been missing him a great deal recently. He's been playing on your mind the last couple of weeks, he's telling me, because he's saying, I can see and hear all of your thoughts. And look at this, you would not believe this card. Believe in yourself, you can do it. So the main key here, that what Maya wants you to do, lovely, is take that leap of faith and just believing in yourself, because everything will be okay for you. And he keeps giving me the number 3. 3 months from now, you are going to have an opportunity that comes in, and he's saying, take it and pull it in with both hands and as well, my lovely. And he's sending you lots and lots of love. And he said brotherly love as well. I'm now going to close his beautiful energies down, and I, Roadkill, will be leaving all of his love with you. So thank you very much. And thank you. And thank you very much. And thank you for connecting and coming in with your beautiful, wonderful energies this evening. Thank you. And Roadkill, I'm going to leave all of their love with you. So thank you. And I'm now going to pass you over to Skwirl. So thank you.
Muted.
Heart knocker. And I'm the mute queen. I am the mute queen. But roadkill. So the first thing I got was that this feels like it was an odd friendship, like not odd as in you weren't really friends, but like people saw it as a mismatch. Like, what are they doing together? He says, LOL, hi squirrel. Like, how are they friends? And just kind of like the odd couple. You were one way, he was another way. I got, so I'm testing this. I got, you're still a nerd, and you're so cool, Brewster. So I don't know if that means anything to you, but I got that really strong. He says that's probably because we were like 4 years apart. Well, I'm getting that Meyer actually had some awkwardness, not social awkwardness, but anger issues that he did not know how to control, and that you were really good at being patient with him and helping him control that anger and acknowledge that anger and focus it into something productive instead of pounding people's heads in. It's that you taught him how to accept some things and know when he could change things and not pound his head against the wall. That you were really good at helping him feel things in a different way than just angry. I get that he feels he's worried about you. Um, I've got 2 cards here that show that he is worried because he's felt you feeling extremely alone. Like he truly was your best friend, and you feel alone, like there's nobody that you could communicate to quite like you could communicate to him, and that the sorrow still feels now the same as it did when Meyer passed, that you just haven't gotten through that loneliness. But he has absolutely never left you. This is the 8 of Cups. It's a walking away card, but it's in reverse. He's still there. I know it's a different phase, but if you just allow it, the fact that you've been hearing your name called, the fact that you've been feeling him, you probably have that ability to talk to him. Trust it, allow it, and you are not alone as alone as you feel. You're not as ostracized as you feel. And I really feel like when I got the you're still a nerd, that he's picking at you because you always felt like a nerd, but he never saw you as one. Not completely. He sees you as the King of Cups. And the King of Cups can be a little nerdy, sure, but he's someone that's in control. And Roadkill says, I could hear him saying that 100%. Yeah, it's like, I hear laughter when I hear that. It's not mean, it's very loving. But he sees you as the King of Cups. And once you grow into these shoes and get that confidence and that comfort that you will grow into, you're just going to own the world. You're already doing so much. You're doing so much that he's just like, whoa, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. And he is living vicariously through you, and he is there with you every step of the way. I'd say he could easily become one of your guides once you learn to listen. So I hope that helps. And he does not want you to feel alone. Okay, hon? And I am going to pass you on to Journey.
All right. So, Roadkill, the first thing I got with when you asked your question, I saw a car accident. I saw playing with fire, jokester. Life wasn't so great. I see depression. I see a lot of inner demons. Had trouble connecting with other people, but found a connection with you. It wasn't a person that was hated, just misunderstood, like a misfit. Like people didn't really get the humor. People didn't really understand. Still had friends, but not overly popular. So the energy that I saw with that, those were the things that first popped in when we started, she started the reading. Those were the things that came to me first. But yeah, I have to agree with him being a guide and being around you. And the reason knowing he can come to you and communicate with you is because there was almost like an unspoken word between the two of you. You could look at each other and know what you were thinking and start laughing for no reason. Absolute no reason. You knew exactly what you guys were thinking. You started laughing, and then you would vocalize what you were laughing about. But it was only before you guys thought it to each other. You guys were able to psychically connect to one another in that way. And so there's a great bond. I know that there was a couple years difference there between the two of you, but I don't see that he saw your guys' age. So age was never a factor. He saw that person in you. He knew who you were. He thought you were awesome. Again, the nerd thing came in, but nerd doesn't go just one way. You guys pretty much had little insults to each other constantly, like a banter, like brothers would. So it was more like a brother love. I would call this like this would be your bromance. This is somebody that, knew everything about you. He's like, the secrets I could tell. But he would get in trouble, so I'm not going to. So, so I had to leave it at that. But definitely the things you could say about him that nobody else would know, you guys had that. But he said pranks, joking, talking, laughing about a bunch of stuff. I don't know what the car accident was about because that's all I got was a car accident. It didn't really go very in depth with the car accident. It feels there's definitely a connection with him. But when we're talking about him being a guide for you and, guiding you in the direction, the reason you're hearing his voice, he's saying, don't know anything about a car accident either. All right. Well, like I said, that's all I got was car accident. So if that's the only information that I'm going to get on a car accident, I'm going to tell you to start driving carefully. Pay attention to the road because it didn't come with instructions. It just said car accident and an association. So if he's in your head and you're in his head, which I still feel like you can hear things that he would say to you. I know you missed that banter because there was a banter going on there. It was constant. But the thing is that be careful with driving. Make sure you're paying attention. I would say be a little bit more cautious right now because that's being brought to my attention for a reason. When it comes down to the two of you, you hearing him call your name, you question yourself because you feel like it's him, but you don't want to say it's him because you don't want to be wrong about it. Because it's not the only spirit that circles you. You've got your grandfather that circles you. You've got other family members that circle you. You've got family friends that circle. You've got family friends that you weren't even connected with that belong to family members like your mom and your dad that are connected with you because you are a part of them. So you are protected by them. The reason a lot of spirits hang around you is you also live in a household that's open to the situation, open to the spiritual world, or, tarot cards, things of that nature. So yes, that's like going to all right, well, I need to go to the phone booth to make phone calls. Oh, there's one. The only thing is no one's picking up the damn receiver. They're like, hello, operator. Hello. Hello. You guys aren't responding. Be more open. Communicate. When you hear your name, say what? Ask a question. Who is it? See if you can get a name. I feel like you need to open yourself up more and getting more with this situation because you're going to get more information. It's not going to stop with just hearing your name. They're going to move something. You're going to smell something. You're going to see something. Pay attention to the 111s and the 444s, like you were, as Destiny was saying. These are giving you moments and guidance. Maybe, yeah, Cody, that truck definitely could have. Oh my God, maybe he is the one that keeps you from the truck running over your car. The thing is that slowly open yourself up, try to pay attention to the signs, find out what's going on around you when you hear your name being called. I feel like this is a deeper calling. This is a part of your mediumship trying to show up. Pay attention to it. Don't ignore it. You want to develop it, not ignore it. The more you ignore it, the harder it is to get your messages or to find out what's being said to you. They are definitely trying to relay something to you in that moment. The thing that I keep seeing here, the things that keep going on with you, new friends are coming your way. I don't feel like they're the typical people that you would hang out with. So it's a new group of people trying to get your attention and trying to be around you and have those friendships that you wouldn't have, and they're solid friends. So be open to new friendships. Your buddy is definitely with you all the time. I would definitely consider a guide because he does try to put things in your path, in your direction, try to steer you away from certain things. Keeps talking about stop talking. He says, stop talking about it and do it. Stop doing it all for everybody else. Start working for yourself. You have the capability. You keep talking about it and talking about it, but you're still not doing it, even though you can. You have the capability and the time to do so right now. And he says you're still a smartass. He's still saying that you're a smartass. So that hasn't changed about you. He says that has not changed about you. But he keeps talking about, do it. Make sure that you have the financial backing to do it right now. You have the capability. You have no overhead. Take care of it. Do it now. Start with something simple. And maybe even if it's it's technology, working in computers, doing things like that, fixing computers, laptops, desktops, building them. He keeps talking about building them. Stop talking about it and actually do it. He says you talk about it all the time. Building games or gaming systems or something to that nature as well. He says you have a lot of skill, and even if you had to watch 4,526 YouTube videos, do it. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time doing stuff for everybody else when you could be building yourself up. But the thing is that he is going to he's going to continue to keep being around you. And he says, yeah, I'm going to keep bothering him until he answers me. Did he tell you about your burning ears? Is your ears getting hot? Because that's what he keeps talking about, burning ears, making them warm instead of cold, making them hot like your head's getting hot. He's doing things to try to get your attention, trying to bother you. That's what I'm seeing here. Roadkill was in a car wreck, and a large truck hit a small car, walked away with very little damage. Well, thank God for small miracles there. But the thing is that, okay, so if that's the car wreck we're talking about, and you walked away with he had to have been there because he just dropped that off. He's basically saying, I protected you in that moment. I'm glad he did. The thing is that what he has shown me, what he's saying to you, is start doing things for you, and don't hesitate no more. It's time. It's time to move forward. It's time for you to go in the direction that benefits you and not a direction that is, not going to benefit you. I mean, yeah, eventually you can grow with the company that you work for, but building your own business and the skills that you have, you'll make more money doing that than you would in the job that you're currently in. So I think today is the day that you start thinking about your path towards your future. And Roadkill, I'm going to leave you with that because I don't want to hog the screen up and stay on here. I could talk about this all day with you, but thank you so much. He says, thank you all for your time and energy. Glad to hear what he all had to say. You are welcome. But he protected him in that car accident. Was the first thing I saw. I saw a car accident. He showed me he plays with fire, or he played with fire. I don't know if he liked matches or lighters or bonfires or whatever it was that he was doing, but he was showing me fire. He just showed me a lot of things. There was definitely a love there that was very deep. Like, this is like you're my little brother type energy, but
it was brotherly love. Yeah, I got the same, and I also got with the
nerd thing. I mean, literally busted out laughing, and I was like, well, they both called each other names. That was like ongoing. They would always say like these little shitty things to each other, but laugh about it.
Yeah. And the part where you said as well, Journey, in regards with the car situation.
And both play with fire. Okay, we had. Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Makes sense now. Yeah, see, I was getting the fire and everything like that, so I was like, okay, we got this. All right, so guys, what's that?
From what you were saying, I swear to God, sometimes I feel like I must be a spirit. Because how people don't listen. And I was talking to my husband. I was talking away. I was talking my head off. And he was, like, And I was like, baby, you ain't listened to a word I'm saying. And he said, that's a really weird way to start a conversation, Sharon.
Oh, here we go.
Well, guys, I got some information for you. All right. Good stuff. We've got a 5-minute reading with Chrissy Swanson.
All right.
Chrissy.
Thank you for your donation.
Absolutely. What has she got for us tonight? All right, Chrissy. Chrissy says, I would like to know if it was Chris Brand or Tara who stole my phone. All right, I'm going to start you off with Squirrel. We're going to go to Destiny and then myself.
I'm going to do what's called a Vista batch, and I'm going to have one card for Chris, one card for Brand, one card for Tara, and one card for Ray Ray. So let's see, who is the most likely to have stolen this phone? Brand, Tara, and Ray Ray. All right, I'm going to go with Ray Ray. Chris would already told you about it because he doesn't know how to keep a secret. Tara she adores you. She wouldn't do that to you. She may act like a snit sometimes, but she adores you. Brand would have had the terror of being in trouble and getting caught, and Ray Ray don't give a shit. So I'm pretty sure it's Ray Ray, and we'll see what Destiny and Journey have to say about that. So Destiny,
right,
let's see. She says, I know it's a little silly, but I need to know who to trust. Absolutely.
Hey, lovely Chrissy. So when I connect with your energy straight away, like I feel like you've got a gut instinct anyway. So what I'm being told right now, don't deter away from what you are thinking right now. I feel like in regards with Chris, when I connect with Chris's energies, I just feel like he would tell you as it is anyway. That's the vibrations that I get straight away. In regards to the initial B one, okay, I feel like with them, they are a person that also, I feel like they're like 50-50, if that makes sense. But when I'm connecting with Ray Ray's energies, I am being told right now and straight away, yep, well, I'm getting ringing in my ears right now. Spirit is confirming and saying to me that Ray Ray is one to be watched, will be all nice to your face, but straight away behind your back is what I'm getting right now. That is also jealousy there as well. Spirit is saying to me right now that Ray Ray is showing a lot of jealousy about you because you have so much to offer. And this is something that Ray Ray hasn't always had. So what I want to say to you, whatever your gut instinct is, okay, run with it and go with it, because that is going to be what it is, because Spirit is giving you that sign, that signal for you to acknowledge with that as well. So I'm now going to pass you over to Journey to continue the reading, my lovely. So thank you.
All right. So I'm picking up that Ray Ray is your problem. Ray Ray seems to be the one that has been looking for information. And I keep seeing going through other people's phones, took your phone, and kind of like looking for things of value is what I'm seeing. So I don't know. I keep getting, I'm not sure if you know this about the Ray Ray character, but I'm seeing substance abuse, I'm seeing financial problems, and definitely not trustworthy. The 50-50 part does do the straight to your face, gives you that tell you like it is type energy, which makes you believe that you can trust him. But then all of a sudden the energy is pulled back and you see this whole other side of this person. So, and it kind of goes with the Mars retrograde right now with that Gemini's both sides, the twin thing. This is like a twin personality. One moment they're this person and the next minute they're this person. And I do feel like there's a trigger, and that has a lot to do with the substance abuse. It's actually not their real personality. It's whatever they're doing right now that's making them become this person. And I'm going to say to you about this is that you're going to see a bigger change within them. So what you see now is not the worst of it. This is only the beginning of it, and I hate to say it that way. There is more to come, and you're going to see these big differences, and you're not going to like them. He's going to become more distant, and he's going to separate from your group of friends because these other friends that he's hanging out with are taking him down a dark path. So just a little FYI on that. Be careful and try to keep your valuables close to you if Ray Ray's around. But my suggestion, keep your distance and watch your back.
And if
we don't trust them,
really want to know who you can trust, never.
No.
Especially when something's been stolen. And you know
exactly. Absolutely.
That's why the vibration I was getting, like there's a lot of jealousy around as well. She's very jealous of Chrissy as well. And this is something where I feel like Chrissy knows deep down, like, and gets this gut instinct, but at the same time with the other one, initial B one, it was giving me the 50-50 vibration that can be quite shifty, but then can also be very nice to your face at the same time. So it's that kind of like, not split personality, but showing different traits of different personalities. So
Well, I was definitely getting. I was definitely getting the Ray Ray character is being
same.
somebody else. It's become somebody else, and that's not because that's what they wanted to become. It's because they started something and it's taken over.
Mm.
It's like having a spirit into your body that you can't get rid of.
And it almost felt like Chrissy didn't want it to be Ray Ray because Ray Ray's so nice to her, but that's the hardest time.
So thank you so much. You are so welcome, Chrissy. Thank you. Ray Ray is a guy, yes. I said him. Okay. She was talking about, Destiny was talking about the girl.
B.
Okay. Well, ladies, I got more news for you. It's crazy. We got a mega reading! All right, Blanca. What do we got with Blanca?
I can't handle these mega readings. Like, this is just so cute.
Gotta love it. Got to love it. All right, here is Blanca. Blanca, go ahead and give us your question. All right. Guys, do remember that you guys, if you want to guarantee your reading, you can donate. We are doing free and paid readings tonight. Do remember that paid readings, we go a little bit more in depth. Free readings, we got about 2 minutes with you. And we try to get in as much information as we can, but sometimes it's harder to go in depth that way. All right. Let's see. We got Blanca. Where are you, girl?
Every time we get a donation, I want to go, hey, hey, hey. I love that music.
All right. Guys, when you guys are donating or if you want to ask a question, please post your question so that way we have it so we don't have to wait around for the question. That's why we ask you to post your question so we can just jump right to those questions. Blanca, come on, sweetie. Throw us your question.
Come on down. What was that? The Price is Right?
Yes.
We're better than a refrigerator, right?
1,000%. 1,000%.
Speaking of that, I really, really thought that it was the dryer shrinking my clothes because I dry everything on high.
Yeah.
But my doctor told me it's the refrigerator shrinking my clothes.
All right. I was looking and trying to hear
you. The thing is with you, we don't know if you're being serious or not, so it's hard to like know.
Take you a second to figure that one out, huh?
That's the beauty of it, though. It's like, you don't know how many times I've told somebody something. They're like, really? I'm like, uh-huh.
Oh, we love you.
Got some funny faces.
Roadkill like my joke.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and say, Blanca, go ahead and give us your question.
Please and thank you.
Absolutely.
So I have this super mischief streak, right?
Yes.
And I don't miss opportunities. And one time we moved into a new house, but the landlord was like, you cannot use nails. You have to use tape to put any pictures up. So I just finished taping all the pictures to the wall. And I had a whole bunch of little kittens. And I got this knock on the door, and this little encyclopedia salesman, little guy, he was just sweating buckets. And I said, I'm not going to buy you encyclopedias, but come on in. I'll give you a drink of water. So he was sitting at the couch drinking water. He was trying so hard to get me to buy these encyclopedias. Paul and Ryan were home. And the cats were all under one picture doing their little wiggle thing. And the picture popped off the wall. The tape couldn't hold it. And he went, and it was followed by two on the other wall. Pow! They both came off at the same time, right? He stood up. He says, oh my God. He's doing the cross thing, and I got God on my side. One more picture popped off the wall. I said, don't worry, they won't hurt you. The house is just haunted. He ran out my door. Because I kept a straight face. His ankles were hitting his butt. He left his encyclopedias. He sent his whole church, like 6 of them, to come to my house to get his encyclopedia.
Wow.
And Paul was like, Sharon, you're so mean. You could have told him about the tape. And I was like, I didn't hear you saying nothing. It was freaking funny.
All this what you could see was run, Forrest, run.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and wait to see if Blanca returns. And guys, I got more information. We got a mediumship.
High fives. Wait.
Right.
Here we go with the high fives. You guys are up there, so it's easy for me today. I'm doing this because you guys are up.
I
don't have to do the
Journey,
sideways.
you look like you're riding a horse.
I don't have to go sideways today, so it's all good because I always end up like this.
All right, so we've got Cody. We got Cody Ray. Cody, what is your question? Do we have Cody's question?
We do.
All right. Cody says, "What?"
Said, I would love to hear from my Uncle John, please.
Yes. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start this off with Destiny. You'll hit with Squirrel and then myself.
Hey, Cody, thank you so much for donating and supporting us here at My Psychic Connections this evening. So how I'm going to do this, lovely, I'm going to connect to your energies first, and then I'm going to be able to bring through your uncle for you once I've connected to your energies. Okay, so here we go. Okay. First things first, Cody, when I connect with your energies, okay, Spirit is saying to me right now that you definitely have been putting a lot of hard work, effort, time, and energies into yourself. And the word that I'm hearing is improvement. You have been making adjustments. You have been improving on things that you never thought that you would before, because what Spirit is saying to me right now, lovely, that you could be stubborn. Okay, but I want to say to you, you are like riding through your stubbornness, is what I'm being told to tell you. And I want to say to you, this is your Uncle John that is stepping and standing forwards for you. So he's now coming forwards and he's now connecting and placing his energies with mine and my energies with his. And we have a big build up of energies. Okay. So your uncle comes straight in for you, okay? And I want to say to you, he was fun and laughter and also a joker at the same time. And I want to say to you, sometimes when he used to joke with his jokes, please, he's saying that your reaction would be, you're not funny. And then it would take you a minute and then you would be laughing. But at first you would try to keep the laughter in, is what I'm being referred to tell you. And she's put me stubborn. No way. Okay. So I want to say to you right now, your Uncle John is very proud of you with all of these adjustments that you have been making recently. And I want to say to you, Cody, he's saying it hasn't been easy. There has been a lot of things that has been happening around you where you have had to bite your tongue. Would you understand me? Where I'm being told that you've had to keep and take a step back in regards with what you're wanting to say. Now, normally he's saying to me, you would say it how it is and it would just come straight out of your mouth, right? And this is John telling me this. So please don't let me be in trouble with you. This is John saying this to you. Okay. I also want to say to you with him, okay, he's slowing me towards the end of life, please. Okay. It was like he started to get slower in life towards the end. Okay, so I want to say to you, he's showing me like laboredness, please, because I'm seeing like up and down, and he's taking me straight in regards with the chest area, and I want to say to you, involved with the breathing as well. But what I'm being told to tell you right now, lovely, okay, he hasn't got any of this pain anymore. This has been all completely removed. Okay, thank you. I'm also being referred to talk to you now in regards to a book. Okay, now the book that I'm being shown is a little red book. I want to say to you, it's the size of like a little notepad. Okay, is what he's showing me. Would you also understand me as well, Cody, please? Okay, when he's now explaining to me that it's something to do with like nuts in a bowl. Okay, now this is either him or this is yourself. Okay, and what he's saying to me that he used, okay, thank you, this is what he used to do when he was here on the earth plane. Okay, that makes sense. Would you understand me that he used to be quite annoying to you, but he said it was a family love thing that he did with you? Okay, so he used to throw things at you, and it looks like nuts is what he's showing me, to get your attention, that would hit you either on the back of the head or the ear. Okay, and it would always be at a time when you was really engrossed in something, because he's showing me in regards with like the TV or a computer screen, and you'd be really engrossed in it, and he would come behind you. And okay, thank you, he's telling me that he was young at heart as well, please. Okay, he was very young at heart, and he used to have a lot of banter and a lot of jokes with you at the same time. Okay, thank you. But would you also understand me, he could also be sensible as well when he needed to be, but he said it wasn't very often. Now, you used to go to him as well. They had a nut bowl with the nutcracker and push shells at you. Thank you. Yes, because this is what he is showing to me, and this is what he's confirming. But I also want to say to at the same time, Cody, lovely, he's saying to me right now that sometimes that you would go to him to speak to him in regards to things that were very important and serious. And he's saying that he could actually speak with you in regards with that, but he would always throw in that little joke towards the end of it. So know that that was just his persona. Know that that was just the way he was with his personality. And he's saying, and guess what, I haven't changed neither. I am still exactly the same as how I was when I was here on the earth plane. And he's saying, I love doing how I love. Okay, thank you. He's saying, I loved being that way. But would you also understand me, Cody, at the same time, he didn't express his feelings out with how he truly was feeling? Because he's saying to me, in a sense, he used to wear a mask, but the mask was to make everybody happy and laugh. But there was a lot of things that went on in regards with your uncle. Okay, would you understand me in revolve with marriage, please? He's talking to me in regards with marriage or a relationship that was quite a toxic relationship, where he's saying that he took a step back from this. But what he's saying right now, that he has made peace with this, and he also has forgiveness as well. I'm also going to pull you a messages from heaven card as well, my lovely, and see what other messages and guidance he has. Okay, thank you. Would you also understand me, Cody, as well, please, in regard with the left hand, please? Feeling like a cramping sensation in the hand is what he's giving me right now as well. So I'm not sure if that's yourself or if that is him as well. Okay. He's also just referring me to the month of September having a significance, and I also had the month of March as well. Now he's saying, seek professionally help if you need to, but all will be well anyway. Now I feel like there is a situation that is going on, okay, right now. But he's saying that you don't have to seek that professional help. He's saying because you know what to say anyway. You just need to know what to say in that right time. Okay. So I want to say to you, he's saying that you definitely have been healing. You've been healing from a lot of things and a lot of trauma that has happened in your life previously. Okay, my lovely. But he's saying, we are proud of you and aware of your achievements. Look at this. And this is referring to me. There has been a lot of things that have been happening around you. He's saying to me, you're finally starting to get yourself connected in regards with grounding yourself. And that has been a hard thing for you to do, because he said you always like to do things the way that you like to do them. But he said you've been making the adjustments, and he's very proud of you. And he's saying, I do really love you. Okay, even though that he didn't say this much, but he's sending you lots and lots of love. And he's also referring me to the colors red and the colors white and yellow having a significance with you, my lovely. So I'm now going to close his beautiful energies down, and I, Cody Ray, will be leaving all of his love with you. So thank you very much, and thank you, and thank you very much, and thank you for connecting and coming through with your beautiful, wonderful energies this evening. Thank you. And Cody Ray, I'm going to leave all of his love with you, and his banter, he just said to me as well. So thank you.
Hey,
and I'm now going to pass you to Skwirl. So thank you.
Hi, Cody. Thank you so much for your donation. Now, the first thing off the bat, and remember, I'm very new to this, but I kept getting that he picked on you about your size. I feel like he even picked on your dad about his size, like a Banty Rooster and a Banty Hen, or Little Snippet, like some nickname he had about you being so tiny that he would just really, really play with you. So I'm just learning that part. But what I'm getting from my spread here is that you have been going through a very hard time and a lot of stress and a lot of worry. I've got the 10 of Swords in reverse, and you're coming out on the other side of that. This is the first time that he's seen you not fiery, not fists blazing, that you're not your feisty, spiteful self. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say spiteful, but he's seeing that you've actually, with what you've gone through recently, you feel that you've reached a level of maturity and calmness, but he feels that it is a level of maturity, but you cannot cancel out the feistiness. The feistiness is part of who you are. The swinging is part of who you are. Yeah, okay, so a little less swinging is a good thing, but not no swinging at all. This isn't who you are. Cody says everyone made fun of how small I was. Okay, I feel like he had a nickname for you about how. She says you're spot on, Squirrel. But he's a little concerned that you've come through all this, that you're not on the other side yet. You're still going through it, and you've handled so much of it on a mature level that he wants to see some of that feistiness comes through. This is beautiful. He has absolute faith in you on any level of maturity. He has watched you go through hell on a basket, and you have always landed on your feet like a little cat. If somebody throws you off the roof, you're gonna land on your feet. He has full faith that you are going to land on your feet from all of this that's going on. You may have some aches and pains from it, but have faith in yourself. I'm getting that everyone else is relying on you, but sometimes you have to do what it takes for you, and to have faith, follow that intuition. When you walk away from something, know that you have done the right thing, even though it's been hard. I'm seeing the Ace of Coins. He's letting me know that things are going to get better, not just financially, but coins aren't just about what you can touch. It's everything you value. And that if you put a little more feist into the thing, that you will come out so much better. Don't back off so completely from who you are. And also, this one, I have like two messages for it. I've got the Death card in reverse, and I hear that he was there when you died, and he and several others made sure that you came back here because you got a lot of work to do, and you got it to do with feist, okay? Like, come out swinging. But he also is really impressed with how the experience made you process what death is and how you see death now as something beyond the veil, and you're not afraid of it anymore. And I hope that makes sense. But he was there. He was there, and it wasn't just him. And you got a lot more to do. So keep swinging. And I'm going to hand you on to Journey now.
All right. First thing, when you asked your question and John came through, he's like, who's the biggest kid? Me. He is the biggest prankster. He was showing me playing with kids, like literally like you and your cousins and sisters and brothers and, you know, the group of your age group. He would interact with you guys. He would play with you guys. Definitely, you know, wanted to be, I made him feel alive, and the kids liked his jokes. And like you were talking about throwing shells at each other. And he said, don't forget, I remember you putting it in my slipper. You put some of the shells in his shoe, and he stepped down on it and screamed, son of a bitch. And he knew exactly who did it. That was you. He knew it was you. He likes that feistiness in you. He says, you remind the family a lot of him and how he was. But he also says that you've lost a lot of that edge here recently, and there's a lot of hurt going on. And it's taking that responsibility that you've had to take recently that has pulled you down and has really kind of like neutralized all your energy. You don't know if you should be happy or sad, or feel guilty for feeling happy, or feeling guilty for feeling sad. So there's a confusion going on there. He's talking about pulling yourself out of that confusion. He says you're at a really strong crossroads right now, and you know the path to take. He's pretty much standing on the path going, nana, nana, boo, boo, can you see me? He knows you can feel him. He knows that you can hear him. He says that you need to start going in the direction that suits you and feels right to you. He's talking about home life changing and you wanting to do something differently within the home. He's talking about taking that next step and moving things forward. And it's not bad steps, actually really good things. He's talking about new traditions, creating something new for you and your family. So if anybody else would like to participate in it, they can. But basically being the matriarch of the family. He says it's your time, and your time is now to step up and to be that person. But do not get taken advantage of. He says, pull that feistiness that I know that's inside you. He says, I don't care if you have to pull it out your ass. Start using it. Start using that feistiness. Start planning things. Start doing the things that you need to do so you can keep balance, not only just within your home, but if someone in the family needs you with your help and that balance, you can help them too. But you've got to start being the one that, instead of you going out to everybody else, have them start coming to you. He says, you are the matriarch of this family. You have to keep it together. And he said, cry. Get it out of your system. You have, not that you haven't let out some tears. He says, but she hasn't let out that deeper cry. And there's a couple other spirits here associated with you. He's talking about your dad being around you, giving you signs. You've got other family members around you giving you signs. He's giving you signs. She says, oh, y'all make me cry all the time, laugh out loud. But he's talking about that deeper inner cry that you need to release. And the thing is that you need that moment. You need that time. He says, sit by the water. Go to the water. Not the ocean. Don't go to the ocean. Don't go to the Gulf. Don't go to the ocean. He says, you'll hate the smell. It will make you sick right now. Okay, so don't go there. He's also talking about you being time sensitive right now. And what he just told me, it's like you feel like it's one time, you're seeing it as one time of the day, but it's actually it's almost like you have your night and your days right here next to each other. And it's like you're staying in the in-between. You're in between night and day, meaning you're seeing both times, but you feel like during the day, you feel like it's nighttime, but at nighttime, you're feeling like you're going during the day. He says it's kind of backwards, but they're crossing. He's like, you're in between time. That's what he keeps talking about. And he says that has a lot to do with the inner balance. And that's why this deep cry is necessary, so you can find your balance and reground. He says, because your grounding is way off. He says you're not grounding the way you should, and that's causing a problem for you. So don't let that happen. Don't allow yourself to get, taken away without allowing yourself. He says, watch that sappy movie you like so much. The one that makes you cry, the one you can't watch 99% of the time, that you tell everybody that you hate. But the reason you tell everybody you hate it is because it makes you cry every time. Yeah. He says you're allowed to have vulnerability. You're allowed to show people that. But you don't like to show people that you have vulnerability. So don't allow yourself to get trapped in your own head. And that's what's happening right now. Says your dad knows that you called out to him. He says, it's okay that you waited until the last minute to remember what day it was. He says, it's okay. I know you mean well. Oh, they're still throwing jabs even after that. They're still throwing jabs at you because you take things like that very seriously, and they want you to know that they are with you. They are paying attention. They are giving you that love. They want you to be happy. The thing about it is that all this energy that is going on right now is about you finding your balance and getting unstuck between night and day. He's saying this is why your eye sensitivity and your headaches are coming. It's also causing upset stomach. If it's not sarcasm, it's not love. Laugh out loud. He said, very true. But the thing is that find that inner cry that needs to come out. Let it out fully. Stop stopping yourself. That is a big thing that's happening with you right now, is that you keep stopping yourself from allowing yourself to have that deeper cry. Stop doing that to you. It's making it harder on you. He said, let it out. That way you can go back to being you, sarcastic, full of fun, doing the things that you need to do. But do not sit there and keep beating yourself up. It is not worth it. He goes, because you will not find that balance unless you move forward by letting it out. So let that balance out so you can cry. Let that energy, him showing that playful side, him being around the kids, he says, you can do that too, even though your family makes it harder for you. He says, I know you want to do that so badly. He's got a message for you besides the one about your own self. He says there's a 5-year plan that's going to get screwed up. There's a 5-year plan that's going to get screwed up. Yeah. Things don't always go the way we want them to, and probably should use some protection. Just saying, maybe you can prevent it from happening, and this is why the message is being delivered. Someone's getting a little bit more free with themselves. So just put that out there for you. But Cody, you know your family loves you. Your dad says he loves you. There's a lot of people around you. There are a lot of people around you. I got a great grandmother that just came through. That little baby just came through. Well, little baby to me, 7 years old. That's the child. There's a lot of people that want to protect you and want you to realize that you can count on them and to start opening yourself up to that mediumship, because that mediumship is there. But if you're not grounded, you're not going to be able to get to that mediumship. You're not going to be able to do what you need to do. So keep moving forward with that. Listen, but get grounded first. Get grounded. I love your face, honey. She says, no 5-year plan. Interruptions. Well, say something, because it's going to happen, and it's going to happen soon. So make sure you March. March is the time frame. Stop it before it happens, or at least have a conversation that will kind of derail that. Because March was the time frame that came up. And John just said March seems to be a time frame that a lot of people in your family get pregnant anyway. So she says, wow, I just wanted to tell Squirrel he was there during my surgery. No one has ever picked that up before. That's so freaking amazing. Awesome. I'm so glad. But he was talking about playing with the kids, and you were one of those kids. So, like, literally would play in the yard. Like, get in the dirt with y'all. That's the type of uncle he was. But, again, Cody, listen to your intuition. Pay attention to your mediumship. It's definitely something you need to be doing. All right, Cody, thank you so much for your question tonight. We appreciate it. All right. And Squirrel, you are muted, sweetheart.
Thank you, Cody. Lots of love.
You, Cody. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you, Cody. I was saying, I think it must be the name John. My daddy's name was John, and the kids would knock on our door when we were kids, asking if my daddy could come out and play. The hell with us. They wanted my dad.
She said, yeah, he was right there with us for sure. And thank you all so much.
You're welcome, Cody.
And Roadkill said, Squirrel, the queen of being muted. She's still testing us, y'all. Remember, she's still testing us.
I almost came
like,
out saying I just testing y'all.
Goes, I'm just testing y'all.
I know that's your favorite thing, but guys, I got news for you. We've got more. Right, we got a mini reading. Woo woo! Vonda.
Right.
Vonda P. All right, Vonda, what is your question for us tonight? All right. And Destiny. Leave the number, honey.
Spirit, straight in my phone. I'll be back.
We'll be taking Vonda's question. Let's go ahead and grab her question real quick.
Question.
See where her is. I don't see Vonda's question. Vonda, go ahead.
I see it. I see it.
The live.
Yep. Let me go ahead. There we go. And Vonda says, I am the Head Start Director and supervise 13 managers. Do they all support me as their supervisor, Or what do you pick up with any male or female managers I supervise? Personnel are energy zappers. I know they expect you to jump through hoops and do everything for them. They don't want to do anything for you, right? Let's see what we've got here, Vonda. 13 employees, male and female. So I'm going to see. I'm going to ask, is there anybody that fully supports Vonda or fully... Well, I'm just going to ask, how do they feel about you as a whole? And if anybody doesn't, let's see. Okay, you two belong together. I think you already know the answer to that. You've made some changes in the agenda over your time with them, and they are not liking it. They feel like they want things to be the way they used to be, and they don't think that you're communicating with them or taking their needs into consideration. But the changes that you've been making are to make things less burdensome for the company as a whole, or for the Head Start as a whole, and to move forward. It's like the way things were before you took over was like a freaking, what is that? Kind of a path of obstacles. There were obstacles everywhere you turned, and where everybody was like, no, we want things to stay the way they are. You were like, but you can do in 5 minutes what it's taking you 5 days to do. So you put a lot of really good implementation in that changed things, but people are never ever happy with change. However, there is a male that thinks, and I'm thinking this is your supervisor or somebody over you, that thinks the sun rises and sets on you. It's a very passionate male. He really loves what he's doing. He really loves the changes that you've made. He sees how more smoothly everything is going, that everybody is more efficient. There is the word efficiency is just racing through my head. And it doesn't matter what the people that you supervise feel or think. They're going to have to deal with it. I'm seeing the majority of them are kind of pissy and seriously, like all kinds of emotional, like always coming to you with problems that they expect you to fix, or problems in their lives that they expect you to pass over and say, well, you don't have to come to work today, or you don't have to do this because you're special. And you're not doing that. You're a damn good manager. You're not playing favorites, and that's pissing some people off. She says, I just feel like, how much longer shall I stay at this job? What direction do you see me going next? Since I've been working here for 34 years, I wouldn't even know what to do next. I'm 63 now, and I feel like you have no intention of retiring. You absolutely love doing something. It's not a matter of retiring and going gardening. That would drive you batshit crazy. So let's see. On that last question, I do say that whoever is over you, that man, he has light brown or blonde hair. He's light. He's really pleased with you, and he will cry if you leave. But also feeling some frustration with you. And you said it yourself, they're energy zappers. These people are like sucking your soul by expecting you to play favorites to each and every one of them and give them special privileges. I couldn't find the word. And Vonda says, yes, I do want to work until I'm 70. Awesome. Wow. You've always been full of energy. So what other direction? I do feel like you want to change directions, that you're not wanting to do 7 more years of this in particular, that you just pretty much done with them. Let's see. What have I got for you? Now, I feel that with the skill you already possess, you're already incredible at teamwork. I just think that you might need a different team. I do feel that the education system itself, even with the Head Start, stifles you, that you can't fully do everything that you want to do, that you don't think that it is run in that efficient manner as far as the education. You're not seeing the education part being the right way to go, but you are amazing at pulling together teams. So any kind of, I know that the people sap you, but I think that you could really go into places that have management problems or flow problems of how things work, and look at their agenda, how they're doing things, and make everything just like all line up. Efficiency. It's cracking me up because every time I think of you, it's like efficient, efficient, efficient. You could go in and train other companies how to make everything work so that they're putting more money into the company than wasting more money into employees, wasting time and doing things inefficiently. And it would be something you could go in, do the job, do the analysis, put it forth to the owners, and then they would hire someone in to do the work that you suggested, or you would be there the short time implementing those new plans, and that then you could just walk away to another job. I think you would be highly sought after. My cat's trying to steal my wand. I don't know what's going on. She had it in her hand. But yeah, I really feel like you would be amazing at going company to company. I feel that you could make your own business in this, and you would be highly sought after for making other companies run, again, I'm going to say it, efficiently. I hope that helps. And I am going to pass you on to Destiny.
Hey, lovely. So thank you for donating and supporting us at My Psychic Connections this evening. So Vonda, I've been sitting here and I've been really connecting with your energies. And first of all, I want to say to you, you are absolutely amazing. And I love just that determination in you. I love that spark. I love that drive. I love that motivation with you. But at the same time, when I'm also connecting with your energies, I'm hearing that you've just had enough right now, okay, of the way that things are in this present moment as we speak, okay? What I want to say to you, you are a very intuitive person, okay, is what Spirit are giving me right now. And I want to say to you, the answers that you are needing, okay, are so very close. And I want to say to you right now, with one of your questions tonight was, am I still doing the right thing here, or do I need to change something in regards with what you're doing with your job wise? Spirit is saying to me, and what I was seeing on here, that you have been in this job for 34 years. Okay, so that's a long time. So I want to congratulate you. Spirit want to congratulate you with you, just your persona, just your vibrations, just by your energies. And I want to say to you, I feel like a lot of people rely on you for everything. And I want to say to you, it's like you are like the glue of the family, say. And I want to call it a family because I feel like you see your job as like a family thing. But what I'm hearing right now, there is definitely a change that is coming in for you. And I feel like you have had this vision. I feel like you've had this vibration and you've had this sensation that you know that whatever you do will turn to gold because of all the hard work, the effort, time and energies that you have put into this. Okay. So what I want to say to you, the more that you put things out into existence, okay, the more it's going to come back into you to fruition. Now, I feel like that you have sometimes felt recently as if you've been banging your head against a brick wall, because what spirit is saying to me right now, that you have given so much evidence, so much help and support to the others, but it's like as if they're not appreciating you, they're not having and showing gratitude with all the work that you are doing here. Now, let me tell you, with the role that you have got, you are taking on a hell of a lot of responsibility here. But do you know what? Anything in your life that is going on in like your personal life or anything, you will not let that deter you away from your passion, which is your job here. Okay. But what spirit is saying to me right now, okay, take action and actually speak out what it is that you're needing to get off of your chest. Now, I want to say to you, you're wanting to say a little bit more than what you have been saying. You have been holding back. But spirit wants you to say it outwardly. And I feel like once you can speak this out, what you're wanting to say, you will be feeling like a massive, huge weight has been lifted and completely removed off of your shoulders. Now, I want to say to you, I feel like, Vonda, this is also keeping you up at night. So spirit is saying to me right now, don't let things that are unnecessary cause you unnecessary stress and worry. But I do want to say to you, take the action now, stand up for what it is that you know is right, have this conversation, get it all out in the open, okay? And I feel like they are going to start to listen to you. And you know, in regards with what you're wanting to know with who do you feel that this person could be, again, I feel like there definitely is a male around you, and the male vibration that I get here, I feel like he's like very formal. Do you see what I mean? But I want to say to you, I don't feel that he's very tall. I want to go between about 5'9", 5'10", and I feel like there's things that he says, but he will say one thing 1 minute, but then another thing the next. So what I want to say to you right now, just have faith in yourself, because you are a beautiful soul inside and out, okay? And spirit are just saying to me right now, they are working with you and not against you. So know that you have the power. You've just got it, okay? Is I'm hearing the song, She's a Lady. She's a lady. Okay, so they're just letting you know that they strongly are around you, and your energies are going to start picking up. Your intuition is going to become more on point, and you are just going to see everything for what it is, okay? But you are going to get to the bottom of all of this. So know that you are being supported and fully protected right now with spirit. So that is the part that I wanted to tell you in regards with what is coming up for you, my lovely. So I'm now going to pass you over to Journey. So thank you.
All right. So, Vonda, when it comes down to your circumstance with this job, honestly, I did, just like everyone else was saying, I did not see you without doing something. And so what I can tell you right now is that yeah, I mean, people at your work is definitely going to, I got support, but I also get that some of the males there's a little bit of resistance to communication. That's so good. I totally zapped right now. Thank you. But Vonda, you know, you're going to find a little bit of resistance from some of the males, and there are some of the females that will, I would say, talk about doing your job a little bit better than you, but in all reality, they will never tell you that to your face, but will listen to you. So there's a little bit of everything there. When it comes to the person above you, I just feel like they think that their shit don't stink and you couldn't rain on their parade, and they just think that they can argue with, you know, they would argue if the sky was blue or if the ground was hot or cold. I mean, they would say fire was cold just so they could be the opposite of you, just to prove a point that they have power. So don't pay too much attention to that. It's kind of like a pissing contest. You know, no one pisses into the wind unless they want to get wet. So the thing is that this job is not your forever job, because once you do step away from this, now I'm not saying you're doing it this year or next year, but when you do decide to walk away from this, it's that you're doing something for yourself. I saw entrepreneur energy. I saw the green thumb. I saw helping people. I keep seeing you helping people, and I keep seeing gardening. And then I don't know if gardening is something that you do now or it's something that you want to do, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's showing me you got a green thumb. You can pretty much grow anything. But I do feel as though that you're going to take your education and the knowledge and everything that you've done in your life of working, and you're going to put that into something that you're doing for yourself. Now, mind you, I do feel like this is quite a few years from now. It's not, like I said, not this year, next year, or the year after. I still feel like you're going to stay put, continuously doing what you've been doing, because you know what you're doing. You kick ass and you take names. She says, gardening is my therapy. Well, you've got a green thumb, because it came through immediately. And so, but with your gardening, I feel like it's going to, your knowledge of plants as well is beneficial to others. But I also see you helping in a different way. I don't know if you're volunteering or something outside of this, but you're going to create something that's going to help people. Vonda, I keep seeing a lot of spiritual energy with you. I don't know if you've done tarot or things to that nature, or counseling or life coaching or something to that nature too. I also see that as something that is very strong with you. And I feel like you should tap into that a little bit more. Start believing into the information that you receive. Sometimes you're getting knowledge about things you don't know about. You don't understand why. That's because Spirit is putting that into your path. It's speaking to you, and it's just coming out of your mouth. There are people that do that all the time. They're like, you know what? Those are the words my dad would use. Oh my God, my uncle would say that. Oh, my mom would say that. That's so weird that you said that. I was just thinking about them. Right, because they were here. And you were picking that stuff up, Vonda. You're very in tune with the things that go on around you. And I feel as though that this is going to help you on your next part of your journey. Yes, you're going to be working where you're at currently for quite some time. And what I can tell you, that it's going to carry on to the things that you're doing outside of this job, the things that you're doing to help others, the things that make you feel good. That green thumb, girl, get yourself out and garden. She says, yes, a lot from the ancestors. Right. But you get them from not just your own, but other people's. They're not just your ancestors that you're picking up. That's a mediumship skill. And I want you to tune into it a little bit more. When people say that, what feeling did you get? What was happening at that moment? Think about what you were feeling when that came out. Because that's going to help you develop and understand when your gifts kick in. So when you feel that, you are going to know, and that way you could slowly start working that muscle to get better development of that. Because I really feel like this is going to benefit you on the next step, where I saw you helping people. And Vonda, you've got an amazing future ahead of you. And this job is not the end. It's only the end of that era, until you walk into the next step of your life. That girl, you got a lot to go ahead. She goes, thank you all so much. You made me feel so much better. You are welcome, honey. You are welcome. Just know, tap into that. When you feel those feelings, what is it that you're feeling? So you can start working on that, because I really feel like that's going to benefit you in the long run. So Vonda, thank you so much. We appreciate you, and have a beautiful night. Thank you so much for your donation. She goes, do I? Oh my God, you do. You do. You do it all the time. All the time.
I'm like raring to see her chart, the earth energy that pours out of her.
I absolutely love her energies. Like, she's very determined, and she's got that compassion and passion and motivation and drive, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Feel that.
Most definitely. Vonda's got a lot of, outside this career, she's going to build something for herself. And then with her gardening, which was her therapy, was one of the first things that I saw come through for her. And, you know, I wanted her to make sure she's reconnecting to that. I kind of feel like that's kind of fallen to the wayside since she got the position she's in now. And it's not been as present And if that's your therapy and you're not getting that therapy, you're going to find yourself in a more stressful state. Yeah. So my suggestion is definitely go with that. All right, guys, I got some news for you. All right. All right. Wow. We've got Nikki P. She is asking for Destiny. So, Destiny.
Hey, lovely. Thank you so much for donating and supporting us here at My Psychic Connections. So, Nikki's question says, hey, I donated. Hey, beautiful Katie. Will you please give a energy update for the proposal from Emmanuel? I also want to know if he will kiss me on the lips instead of kissing me on the cheeks. If I kiss him on the lips, will he push me as that's what I'm feeling? Will he allow me, or will he kiss me on the lips already? I'm also feeling sad now due to him leaving to Bulgaria due to work, and it's about a Christmas function and colleagues. And I went silent about it. It made me cry so much. I hate about hearing him. And there's a next part of the question. Okay, let me see what I get for you, lovely, so far. Okay. First things first, Nikki, when I connect with your energies, okay, Spirit is saying to me right now, there is a lot of confusion that you're feeling right now. There's a lot of mixed emotions, okay? You're happy, you're sad, you're mad, but at the same time, you don't want to stay mad at Emmanuel for too long, okay? Spirit is saying to me right now, even though that he's had to go on to a work situation here, I want to say to you, even though he's gone back to Bulgaria, he will be returning and coming back to you. Now, I feel like this wasn't meant to happen. This is a last minute thing that has come in and forwards, that he's had to go quite suddenly, and it wasn't expected. But what I'm hearing, around about 3 to 5 months time, he's going to start changing and adapting and adjustments and making these adjustments for you. I also want to say to you at the same time, can I see him proposing to you? Yes, I can. Can I see that he's going to start kissing you on the lips rather on the cheek? Yes, I can. But what Spirit is saying to me right now, there is something else that is needed right now before this can all come in and forwards. So what I'm hearing for you right now, just keep persevering, keep putting out your positive prayers, affirmations, and keep visualizing you guys already married, like you guys already together. And when you can do that, you are going to see a big, huge, massive shift within your energies, but also Emmanuel's energies as well. So Spirit is just saying to me right now, just keep the faith and have the trust, but know that he definitely will be coming back and will be connecting with you. And I feel like because he's had to dart off so quickly, he hasn't been able to express to you anything, and that has made you feel quite insecure. But I want to say to you, he will be contacting you very soon, and I'm hearing 2 to 3. So I want to go around about 2 to 3 days time coming forwards. So thank you very much, lovely, for your time, your energies this evening, and supporting us at My Psychic Connection. So thank you. And that was a big question.
It was a big question. All right, Nikki. Thank you so much for that question. We do appreciate it. All right, Mary N. Go ahead and give us your question. I didn't see a question there for you. And could you tell us who you are looking to get a reading from?
Roadkill, got my back.
Mary Ann, I did see a question, but I don't think she said who she wanted. I got or how I will make my first million next year, laugh out loud, but I didn't get the first part of that question. And all right. She posted this. Mary, who do you want the reading from? Journey, Squirrel, or Destiny? You did for a 3, so you get to choose.
And we're going to make you.
Oh,
5 and higher, you get all of us. But for 3 minutes, you got to choose one of the psychics.
she said anyone who's up for it. So should we do rock, paper, scissors quickly? Here we go. Come on, guys. So,
wait. I can't remember how to play. Wait. Okay,
so rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And then whichever one it is, we'll do the reading. Here we go. So rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, so I'm out.
I'm out.
Oh!
Girl's going to do the reading.
She said, oh, all right, girl.
I won a game. Oh,
I know. I already remembered, so I'm going to go back through and read everybody's card for each situation.
Okay, so, all right, Mary, we are going to have some fun. How will Mary make her first million in the next year of 2023? And if I get the world, I'm going to laugh my butt off because she's just naked. Okay? So, let's see. How is Mary going to make? Let's see. So, Mary, you're saying this is jokingly, but this is really cool because it looks like you actually have Virgo in Mercury in this card, possibly not in your chart, but you do have a way of, if you're hurting, you have a way of money magically appearing for you. So what I would say with that, she says, love, squirrel perfection. Aha, I love your, whoops, it went away. I love your vivacious, bodacious vibe. Okay, I'm keeping that. And she says, I'm actually serious too. Okay, well, you have a knack with money. And it seems like when you're feeling like things are really tight, that you can practically just manifest it out of thin air. Like, oh my gosh, the rent, I'm $100 short, and poof, suddenly somehow $100 comes through your pockets. Use that. A really good way of manifesting, if you're not into ritual or magic, write what you want down. She wants to be a full-time philanthropist. Oh, dance. Okay, write. I'm seeing writing. Write what you want down and don't show it to anybody. Don't even show it to me. Even when I say, let me see it. Don't show it to anybody. And then just start going. Start doing what you're dreaming of doing. You're highly intelligent. You've really put a plan into motion. I don't see it happening in 2023. But I see it starting. I see that you can actually make that first million. The thing that you need to do is stop being defensive to yourself. No, I can't do that. No, that's ridiculous. When you tell yourself that your ideas are stupid or ridiculous, it tears it down. It really, really brings turmoil into the mix. You are freaking magic, whether you know it or not. You're a natural manifester. Stop fighting yourself, girl, because you got this. I don't see it in 2023, but I do see it happening.
All right. As we've been playing a game all along that we haven't been pulling cards for, I do have the other donators cards, and then I'm going to pull the card now for Mary. Mary, your card was the Page of Water, which is this is a new phase in your life. This is even your abilities to do things are heightened. So basically, start going with what you feel. Start doing the things that you love.
And that was for Mary?
That was for Mary.
Oh,
that resonates so much.
You go.
Double confirmation.
Those are rare. Those are so rare. And ooh,
Right, so we had Roadkill, which was the first person who donated tonight. So Roadkill got the 3 of Fire, and the 3 of Fire showing an abundance of things looking good, making long-term plans, but having patience right now. You've had patience. Not always good with patience, but you know, you've got it right now. But see, the thing is that even your friend was talking about you having the patience to do the things that you need to for yourself. Now is that time to start, but have patience with it. It may not take off immediately, but it will take off. All right. But Roadkill, that was for you. Chrissy S., you got release. This is the end of a phase of your situation. It's spiritual transformation and a time to move on. Chrissy was talking about her phone being stolen.
Oh, yes.
She's not going to get it back. Not going to get it back, unfortunately. Blanca got the Queen of Earth, not the Queen of Fire, but the Queen of Earth. And so this is about making choices around you, taking a sensible approach to things rather than to rush into them without thinking. Take time to think about your situation before acting. So that was for Blanca. Then we've got Cody R. Cody got the 2 of Earth. The 2 of Earth. Too much going on at once. Needs to take a sensible approach and a playful approach. So don't go out cutting people. Take a sensible approach to things. I know your uncle was telling you to bring out your spiciness, but tone it down just a little bit. No punching in the throat. No punching in the throat. All right. So after Cody was Vonda. Vonda P got the 3 of Water. The 3 of Water showing here a time for celebration and birthing new ideas.
Ooh.
The change is coming. It's coming. I can feel it. It's
so
definitely
funny.
there.
Well, the celebration of the job, doing what she's doing, talking about the gardening, all that beautiful stuff that all comes together.
Yep.
All right. And then Nikki's card was the 6 of Fire, showing her that victory is good and good news is on the way, and recognition. So this is public recognition, meaning that the situation at hand that she was talking about when it came to her relationship, even though it may not be showing the way she would like it to, it is eventually going to be in the public eye for everyone to know, versus the secret hidden relationship that's behind the scenes that no one really knows about unless Nikki speaks it. So. All right.
Dang.
You missed one journey.
No, we did Mary. I got all the way down. We still have a bunch more to go.
You missed mine.
Oh, you'll get yours later.
Gotcha.
3 more donations to get through. I was like, no, I didn't. I got them all. I ran down the list. We got a 3-minute donation, and it is from Audrey. Audrey, please let us know who you would like for us. She says, I donated. Am I late? No, sweetheart.
She's just on time. She must be psychic.
We're calling you right now. Who would you like for your 3-minute reading? Please do rock, paper, scissors for me also. Guys, we'll do this one more time, but
I love it.
We really need you guys to pick we really need you to pick a psychic, please. All right, ready?
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, I shot too fast.
Right, so it's out of you guys. It's out of you two. It's out of you two.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. We both. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, you got Skwirl.
Hi, Audrey, hon. She says, what? I lost my voice. The frogs keep, it's like, so what am I missing when it comes to asking my oldest daughters to watch my youngest? I feel I do everything for my kids, suffer tremendously, but if I need them for their little sister, it's so hard. Can't even go out to dinner tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. For my fiance's birthday. I feel so enraged right now. Apparently, I'm the problem, according to the oldest, who's 21, at home. All right. Audrey, God bless your heart. I feel you. I'm going to do this as unbiasedly as I can because I am totally on your side, so I got to be unbiased. And that's difficult. We're going to see what's their problem. So, honestly, and this is going to sound incredibly rude, but right now, 21 is a hard age. But if you're living at home when you're 21 and mom needs help, she says, please, I want to cry. I just want to hug you and snatch you up and hug you. They are more interested in going out and having fun and, getting laid or finding a romantic connection than they are in taking care of the home. It is an immaturity that they are showing. It is not something, this is not something that can be justified or explained. It is an immaturity that they would rather be going and doing and living their own lives under your freaking roof where you're paying for everything. I'm a little annoyed, not at you. And she says yes. Then helping you. This is everybody working together, helping you make this home. You do every freaking thing. All you wanted to do was get away for a minute and escape what you feel like is chaos in your own home and have a nice meal of your own. Okay? And you weren't even allowed to get away for that little bit. And that's really, truly unfair to you. Yes, it is a Friday night, but that is no excuse for not saying, okay, mom, I'm here. You're feeding me. You're clothing me. I know you're clothing them too. You're putting a roof over my head. Yeah, I'll watch the little one for a little while. They feel that is not their child and that they should not have to watch her. I think that she's a little bit of a handful, but not in a bad child type of way, just in a little bit of a hyper child way. Honestly, it's not anything that can be justified going on with them. And sometimes you really need to put your foot down, and that's hard for you. I get that. But you deserve better.
All right. Well, Audrey, thank you so much. And Audrey, let's see what your card is. Your card is ego. Being overly focused on negative or fear-based thoughts. These are things that you need to let go. We were just talking about that. And do not focus on material things at this time. This is something you were talking about with your finances prior, and things, don't focus on those things right now. Even though they are things that you may want, they are things that you will get later on, but right now is not the time to focus on them because there are other things to focus on. Don't focus on those negative thoughts. Don't focus on them fear-based thoughts. And, and remember, they live under your roof. They should have some rules.
It could be a barter system. You want to eat tomorrow? You can watch your little sister. Booyah.
Wash the dishes.
Right.
All right, Audrey, thank you so much for your question. We appreciate that.
I'm hugging you, girl.
I really do feel for Audrey. She does put up with a lot right there.
Absolutely. That's one of the hardest things to do, especially when it comes to your kids.
Yeah.
before that. She said thank you, and she said, I do.
Love you, Audrey.
All right. We've got Haley T. Haley T has donated for a 3-minute read. Haley, who would you like to answer your question? Let's see. Let's pull up your question here. I got your question, sweetheart. Who would you like to read your question? And Audrey said, love to you all. You are welcome, sweetheart. All right. Haley T.
I don't know, y'all. I'm liking that rock.
Ryan, please. No problem, Haley. Woo-hoo. All right. Haley says, hello, unfortunately, I didn't pass my anatomy course, and we have to wait to retake it next fall. Do you believe I will pass it next time I take it and will still be able to achieve my dream, which is to be a physical therapist? And thank you. Okay, so Haley, yes, the answer is yes. You will be able to pass it. Here's your obstacle right now. I keep seeing you. You have the right intentions to want to pass this class, but you're getting a lot of distractions. The very first thing that I saw was gaming. Talking to friends and gaming is something I kept seeing with you. And so, because it's showing me interaction games, things like that. So I know you're not really playing games with like live people like that in the sense of in real life, but you know, in a video, maybe a video streaming type system, maybe PS4 or something to that nature, Xbox, you know, maybe in online gaming. She says you're 1,000% correct. The thing is, okay, I'm not trying to, there's a guy that you've been connecting well with on there that has definitely got your attention. And in order to communicate with them, you have to go on there and play this game in order to communicate. But it's also a great pastime. So that energy is definitely there. And that's what your distraction is right now. And plus, you do need to get away. I do feel like there's a lot of stresses with you. But remember that the energy that you have is you've got to be able to separate that. You have to separate that. She says, yep, 1,000% correct. Laugh out loud. So even though this guy is interesting and fun, make sure that you're separating your times. Now, there's a specific time that he goes live where you can connect with him. And I do feel like he's got a little bit more of a free time in order to play these games a little bit more often. But what I'm going to tell you is to study after or before before you're capable of going on there and talking with him. And I would do both, a little bit before, a little bit after. That way it's in your mind. You play, you get your distraction in, because this is a good distraction for you. It actually helps you kind of like de-stress, and it makes you feel good. Because I know a lot of gamers, and that's how they feel when they play these games. They're able to escape the craziness of the world today. And so it just makes it a lot of fun for them and gives them a place to feel safe and not have to go out and do all this other craziness. So, but study a little bit afterwards. Even if you record what you're studying and saying what you're saying, but I'm going to tell you right now, this energy is definitely going to help you, even if you're listening to when you sleep. All right, guys, real quick, we got a troll. We take care of that. The thing is that Haley, if you do the studying before and a little bit after, it will stay with you. Because I honestly don't feel that it's not that you don't know. You're also staying up too late, and it's keeping you distracted. She said, so true. Thank you, Haley. I'm going to throw that in there before it was too late. Well, it wasn't too late, but I threw you a bone. It's okay.
That's how I do stress too, Haley. So I feel it. Because sometimes, man, the siren call of going and killing stuff online.
Hey, I used to go online and I would build cities and name them after people I didn't like. And then all of a sudden, an earthquake, a hurricane, a tornado, Godzilla, I would blow shit up. It was just the way to do it. All right, Haley, We're playing Find the Queen of Fire, and you got the Page of Fire. So close, so close.
Oh my gosh.
So close.
Uh-huh. And yours is
Stubby.
about exciting news and new endeavors, and your original idea has integrity. So you doing what you're saying that you want to do, you can do it, but you got to break it down so you can have your fun and be able to get what you want. So you'll be able to have your cake and eat it too. It's going to be great. And that guy really likes her too, so that's really what they're like. There's very heavy petting through the system. I'm just saying.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. A lot of heavy petting though. All right, so Lori B is going to be our next donor. All right. And she says, "God, thank you so much, Haley." All right. So, LA, go ahead and let us know who you would like to read your question. You donated for a 3-minute question. So go ahead and let us know in the live here who you would like to read your question.
We got your question.
All right.
Guys,
got your question.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
That was a fun game.
I know, right? It's actually really fun.
I was waiting for me and Journey to do a third time the same.
I know, get a hat trick.
All right. LA.
Let me text her.
All right, LA, are you still with us? You donated, so let us know who you would like to read your question. If not, I'm going to hand it over to Destiny because we've gotten squirreled twice. I read one, so it's only fair if Destiny gets the next one.
Okay.
Right. Let's go ahead with Destiny.
All right.
Hey, lovely. Thank you so much for donating and supporting us here at My Psychic Connection. So LA's question is, hi, team. I would love a reading about how I can focus on the creative project that will create most opportunities, as I have a lot of creative directions I can go in. Okay, let me have a look for you, LA. So first things first, LA, when I connect with your energy straight away, the first thing that I want to say to you, you have been having these visions for a long time. I also want to say to you at the same time, I've also feel like you have like deja vu moments. And as I'm connecting with your energies, I'm getting an itchy nose. So that for me right there is referring to me. There is lots of surprises that are coming in for you. Now, Spirit is not giving me a time frame on this because they're saying that your face is going to be a picture. But know that what is coming in for you, it's got your name on it, is what I'm being told. I want to say to you, these opportunities, and I want to say to you, there's more than just one. Spirit is saying to me there's around about 2 or 3 different opportunities that are coming in and forwards. I want to say to you at the same time, Spirit is also saying to me right now, meditation is the key for you to be able to focus your mind, because I feel sometimes that you can also, Spirit just say to me, you do a lot of daydreaming, okay? But what I want to say to you at the same time, try and write everything down, and then you're going to know exactly what it is that's needed to do to go to a higher grade. So I can see like you are going to be having like a bonus, or you are going to be moving up in a position here. But there's also another 2 or 3 things that are coming in as well in regards to your question. So thank you very much, lovely, for your time, your energies this evening and supporting us here at My Psychic Connection. So thank you. So I just love your energies, just very like determined, fixed, focus, and everything coming in. So thank you. and you would like to have advice on what to focus on creativity. Yes, so I am seeing that there's other things coming in, and I said write it down. So write down the lyrics and what it is that you're wanting to do. So absolutely. So thank you.
Yeah, I would agree. And a podcast opportunity. Podcast opportunity, I definitely felt like was in your future, but it's not quite. It's not quite there. I feel like it's in development. I don't feel what you're looking for at the moment is 100% put together, but it is coming together. So give it just a little bit more time. I'm only adding to it because she finally answered who she wanted, and she put Journey, and you were already reading, so I figured I'd add a few just for you, LA, just for you, and just know that you're on the right track. But I definitely would start writing down ideas and putting everything down. I definitely agree with Destiny on that one. But the podcast part of things, what you're looking for, I don't feel like it's quite put together just yet. That was going to bring you that success that you're searching for. So give it just a little bit more time. And so LA, since you donated, you do get a card pull for you, and you got the 5 of Earth. It said fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, and uncertain about employment. But the thing is that, all right, hang on, guys. We've got what some people's calling a little trickster here. And LA said, love this, Destiny. And so when it comes to self-employment about this card here, what it's telling me here is that it's uncertain about what we were talking about, that podcast that's going to bring you success. So just know that this is definitely going to be something that changes, and it's going to get better for you. So this looks amazing for you. Write down those ideas. They're going to be absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
How is he doing that?
What's that?
Your troll keeps coming back in.
Oh, yeah. He can live under a bridge for as long as he wants. Soon he'll realize that this isn't a bridge. So I got better than that troll.
Wow. I can't even do the hey. Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So we've got Casey says it is not a mediumship question. We are going to start with Squirrel, then we'll go to Destiny, and then we'll go to myself. So Squirrel, you're up.
All right. Casey says, there was a restructure at work. I've landed a role, and there are things I know I could do well in that role, but should I move on to something else in the company or out? Do you see something that I would enjoy? Beautiful question. Very, very detailed. So let's look at the role you're in now and see how that works out for you, and if you should stay in that or move into another role in the same company. And I'd also like to look, even if that's a great role for you, I'd also like to look to see if there's anything else that you can enjoy, because sometimes a restructure in a company can make things difficult and insecure feeling. So let's look at something that you could look at as well for forward seeing. So should you stay in that role? Wow, okay. This is so weird. Let me think about it for just a second. It won't take long. It's just I gotta put it into proper words. And I've got 2 pages where One of them is upright. So it's something that you know, like part of what you're doing, you have some knowledge of, but the other one is in reverse. So you're also feeling that there are part of this restructured job, the new landing, is out of your realm. But I also see that you're highly, highly intelligent and capable, that you're not unable to learn the new stuff, that it just may take time because it's so far out of your personal realm, out of your comfort zone. That's a really good way to put it. um, there is some that still lives in that comfort zone, but some of it you're like, what? I don't even know if I like that. And part of it is like, I don't even know what that is. But you are highly, highly intelligent. I think one of the problems with the new area that you're working in, or the new part, is that you've been isolated from some of the people that you've made relationships from, and you're not seeing them on that day-to-day basis. But I do feel that the way you are, it's not easy for you to make friends, but when you see that somebody is genuine, you extend that friendship, you accept that friendship. It's People are coming to you trying to be your friend, or will be coming to you trying to be your friend, but you're very discerning. So it's very difficult for you to go from one person to the next and missing those people. But there are people there that in the new position that are going to be genuine. But keep your discerning self, because otherwise, if you just jump into those friendships, you'll never be comfortable with them. Take your time, and you will still miss the people that you worked with previously. But I do think that this will open up challenges to you that you did not have in your last position, that you I don't want to use the word stagnant in your last position, but comfortable, so that day to day was no longer a great challenge for you. And once you start learning these new things and going forward with them, some of them are going to be very difficult for you. But like I said, holy crows, you're like crazy intelligent, like smarter than the average bear. So embrace those challenges. Casey says that's great advice. It's a new team and different personalities. And you've totally got this. And I think that it will ignite newer passion in you, that you will start to love this job. I think you kind of got bored with your last position, and the challenges that come with this one really light you up. Once you get past this, oh God, what the hell am I doing stage, you're really going to love it. You are really going to love it. So I, I'm still going to go ahead and look at what else could spark your interest, a different avenue you could take as jobs. But I think that the challenge of this new position is really going to make you excited to go to work every day once you get over the trepidation. So, what else is there? And you could do this other thing as a hobby that could lead to a career change. If you're looking for a career change in the future, there is never anything wrong with that. So let's see what else could interest you and excite you and make you want to 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 show up to work every day. Casey says, I'm a Gemini. Definitely was bored. Restructuring was a nice kick in the rear, and she has a laughing face. Yeah, that Gemini energy needs a lot of constant stimulation. If you've got a desk job and day to day doing the same old stuff, it can be like biting nails or nails down a chalkboard. I was like, I don't even want to go to work today. But this will be different. This will actually teach you a lot of stuff that you didn't know and really excite you. So, what else? Wow. This particular line of work draws so many people who would be amazing at counselorship. I'm seeing you as a bridge for communication, that you would do really well working with different people, bringing people together and doing some sort of marriage counseling or family counseling, putting forth that olive branch to other people who are not able to communicate properly, and that you would be able to make that. Look at these two. So we've got this reverse non-communication, we've got you coming in, and we've got people talking to each other upright, exchanging ideas. And that could be with families. The reason I'm saying it is with families or couples is because I've got one of the heartbroken cards here. This is very heartbreaking. It would be working with people who are trying to bridge, who are trying to get over things that have dragged them down and they don't think that they can do by themselves. I would also like to say that you would do really well in communications with people in your own company. I just want to point out that if you do go into any form of counseling, be aware that you are an empath, and empaths feel what other people are feeling very strongly. Casey says, I work for a pharmaceutical company. I was thinking of teaching training role maybe. I do feel that with that lack of communication in this one card, and you coming forward and getting that communication going, that does lend itself to teaching and communication. That's a very good thing. I did want to warn you that if you go into any kind of counseling, that you would have to learn how to protect yourself against feeling the weight of everybody else's problems. A natural Gemini sun, you are able to escape some of that, but in a counseling position, you would really need protection. Even in a teaching system, you would, and I think you'd be both fantastic, because you're like this bridge that brings thoughts out and ideas out, and communication, understanding, where they're not just speaking, they're saying what they mean. So either one that you would go into or have an interest in, do find a way. And Casey says, yes, I completely understand what you're saying. Find a way to protect yourself. Gemini sun and moon, Leo rising. That is actually good news, because that's a natural connection, a protection. Gemini knows how to shrug stuff off and say, whatever. But you would still, being an empath, it will still, that Leo rising can pretend that it doesn't feel it, but Leos feel way more strongly than they will ever tell anybody, unless they're mad at you, and then you'll hear all about it. But find a way to protect yourself really, really well. A talisman, meditation, anything. I do feel like you are gonna kick ass in this new position. Just let yourself get used to the learning curve, and you're going to run with it. Okay, and I'm going to hand you over to Destiny. I'm very excited for you, and thank you for your donation. It really helps out with my psychic connection. All right. Mwah.
Hey, lovely. Thank you so much for donating and supporting here at My Psychic Connection. So as I've been picking up on your energies whilst this has been going on and forwards in regards with Skwirl's reading, the first thing that I'm picking up here before previously, okay, in regards with this work situation, there was a very fiery climax. You were feeling this friction, you were feeling this vibration of, you just knew that something was approaching, and you could just feel like this energy shift and energy changes, but you wasn't quite sure if this was going to improve. So I want to say to you, at the same time, it was also making you question yourself in regards, was it anything with what is going on with you, or is there anything around you? Okay, so what I want to say to you, you have now come past that mark before previously. So that climax has now gone. Then the next part, when I connect with your energies, lovely, okay, Spirit is saying to me, it was an end of a tough cycle. And let me tell you that cycle that you went through wasn't an easy cycle. There was a lot of challenges. There was a lot of, pauses. There was a lot of pit stops. There was a lot of, I feel like you in your life that you had come to a point whether or not should you stay with what you're doing or should you move to the next thing. And I want to say to you, you felt very unbalanced within yourself. You felt like as if you wasn't in alignment. And it then started to cause you like unnecessary worries, stress, anxiety and panicky as well. Yes, Destiny, I was so nervous. Journey told me back a few months ago I would be okay, and he was right. Yeah, so I feel that is what you was doing. You was questioning your own abilities. You was questioning yourself. But what you was doing, okay, was you was needed to believe in yourself. So I want to let you know and be rest assured that all of that anxiety, all of that anxiousness, that worry has now come to an end. So the next part that I'm coming up with your energies, okay, and this is how I read. I do things in sections here, is hold your vision. And what I want to say to you, you had a wake-up call, you had a realization, you had something that just made you give you that light bulb moment and be like, hang on a minute, why have I been feeling this way before and now I'm feeling a different way? So I want to say to you, it's like you faced your fears, you stood up to your fears, and it was like, I'm going to hold my vision, something that I've always wanted to do, something that I've always had that passion for. And you went forward and you took that vision. Now that vision there for you, lovely, okay, is still awaiting. There's lots of things that are going to be coming in for you. So I want to say to you, you haven't only just had the vision about the here and now with what is going on with you right now in this present moment, but you're also having things that you are seeing for your future as well. When I'm connecting with your energies, I'm hearing ringing in my ears. I feel like recently you've been getting ringing in your ears. And I also want to say to you, I'm also getting a right itchy palm. So this for me is explaining there is lots of new changes that are coming in, positive changes. I'm seeing abundance. I'm seeing prosperity. I'm seeing celebrations, but I'm also seeing this weight that you have been carrying before be lifted and removed finally off of your shoulders. So you're going to feel more content. You're going to feel more peace within yourself as well. Okay. But I am hearing, don't let things from your past hold you back. So don't deter away from something that Spirit is wanting you to move forwards with. Now, Casey, when I also connect with your energies, I feel like you are a person that doesn't really like change normally, but guess what? You have been making those adjustments and you're being willing to adapt to those changes. Now, in regards with what is going on with you now, and you have had an upgrade in position with the work side of it, okay, Spirit is congratulating you and said, see, you can do it. It was all about you believing in yourself. And when you then could face those fears, then that is when the next part was going to come in and forwards for you. Can I see things happening and changing for you? Yes, I can. I feel like what you're doing right now is also going to give you a burst and a boost of energy and a burst and a boost of confidence as well. So what Spirit is saying to me right now, confidence is the key to success. When I connect with your energies, I feel like you're like a lion, okay? And this lion is finally plucking up the courage, standing up, okay, and taking back the power that you thought that you never had, but you had it all along. It was like all an illusion, is what I'm being told to tell you right now. And I want to say to you, in regards with what you're doing, with the position that you're doing, absolutely brilliant. This job is for you, definitely. But I can see that you're going to have another upgrade, because Spirit is saying to me, allow this upgrade to happen. There's like a bonus or something that's coming in and forwards in regards with this, Casey, as well. So I want to say to you, not only are you going to be doing what you're doing now, okay, but there's something also coming in for your future as well. So I want to say to you, you are really going to need to make a serious, okay, decision and choice here, because again, there's another change that is going to be evolving and coming in. And I'm hearing around about May, June of 2023 having a significance here as well. So what I want to say to you, lovely, okay, write down the pros and cons of everything as you go along. And I want to say to you, with what you're doing, okay, you definitely can do your own, because this is what Spirit is saying to me right now. You can be your own. You can be your own boss. And this is something that I feel like that you have always wanted that, but you haven't always gone towards it. You have deterred away from it because you sat there and you was like, really, why am I thinking that I can do this? And it was kind of like you started to backtrack. Do you understand me? But I want to say to you, hold that vision that you originally had with what you're doing right now, but with also things coming in for your future as well. And I want to say to you, you are definitely bringing love into yourself, which is absolutely amazing. And know that this is going to be positive changes, abundance, prosperity, blessings, joy, happiness, success as well. And the confidence is going to be the key for all of this coming into fruition for you. So thank you so much, lovely, for your time, your energies, and supporting us at My Psychic Connections. I'm now going to pass you over to Jenny to finish the rest of the reading. Love and light to you, lovely. So thank you.
All right. And she says, beautiful. Thank you, Destiny. And she also thanks Skwirl for her message as well. And so, Casey, as you were reading with Skwirl and the energy that I was picking up, and it was amazing that when you spoke about the teaching part of things and how that it would appeal to your Gemini side, because it's not staying in the constant everything is the same. Everything is the same. So you don't walk around cross-eyed and going Looney Tune, because you're bored out of your mind. You don't want to be walking around like this. You want to be able to see forward and do what you need to do. But the thing is that the energy that I see surrounding you is to take a position in that teaching, because not only are you teaching what the people who don't know, and it's going to be new interaction with new people, but you're going to be furthering your own education with the new things that are coming along. So you'll be in a constant state of growth. And being a Leo in that mix of Gemini, love your mane to be petted, and being the star of attention, because you are the one learning for everyone else to learn. You're the teacher that's learning to teach everyone else. So everybody's going to come to you for that information. It's only going to accelerate things for you. It's going to make you feel amazing, and the compliments that you're going to receive, that energy that's going to come out of you, the way that you're going to be able to be strong enough to be a teacher, because to be a teacher, you've got to be strong. That Gemini side has the, haha, let's play games. And then it's like, fuck around and find out. So you've got both sides. And so you will be able to create a great balance. I know that there are nurturing signs like Cancer and things like that. They're great teachers too. But Geminis really have an act for it. They really do, because it's a constant state of information flowing. Nothing stays the same. Things are always changing. You're always growing to be the next better and bigger thing. So with this being a part of something you can do what you're doing right now. But when it's time to step up to that next opportunity, take it. Don't be afraid to apply from within your own company, where you're at, where they know you, where you know them, because you're going to be recognized in a stronger way. That way, as everyone watches your growth, and they're going to talk about how amazing that is with you. And you're going to be one of those people that leads by example, that if you continue to keep pushing yourself forward, you can grow with this company. You can become something with this company. You can do more than what you do today. So you're really there to show everybody that you're there to provide this for yourself, because this is going to help you with your own confidence. Because at the same time, when Squirrel was mentioning a Gemini can say, oh, whatever. They also do the oh, whatevers to themselves. And then when a Gemini does the oh, whatevers to themselves, their confidence deflates. And then they kind of go down the bad path. And that's when you see the flip side, mess around and find out. And you'll be doing that to yourself. And that's the last thing you want to be doing, is kicking your own ass. So, because you'll kick it harder than anybody else will. So what I can tell you right now, take that teaching part, bring that, pull it in. You need that, because it's constant growth and nothing stays the same there. That way you're constantly learning. You're the person that everybody comes to. The thing is that you're going to be going in the right direction. I feel like things are there's a lot of growth here. And I feel, Casey, you've made the right decision about staying. I feel like you've made the right decision about growth. And I feel like if you continue on that path, you're going to find yourself in a really beautiful place. And you're going to find yourself to be happy with yourself too. On top of that, not only are you going to be happy in work, you're going to be happy with yourself for all the information that you provide, for all the knowledge you provide. Everything is you being able to provide and to provide for yourself, and to have that confidence that's just going to make you shine, just like we see you here. Just like we see you here. We see that beautiful soul. We know who you are. And, the energy is just going to get more and more beautiful. So just allow yourself to keep growing the way that you are. Don't feel like you have to stay stagnant or do the same thing over and over and over until it becomes tedious. When it gets to that point, you're going to make yourself unhappy. And that's when you're going to want to fly the coop. Don't get to that point. Apply yourself to go in that direction, to allow yourself to get that knowledge, to take that job. The worst thing they can say is not right now. She says, absolutely gorgeous reading. You are welcome, Casey. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. I knew you were about to say something, Squirrel. I knew it. I felt it.
It's so important, too. Wow. Okay, what you said about Gemini, you kicked ass with that. But I would like to add one little thing that I think Casey totally needs to hear, and anybody with Gemini Leo mix needs to hear this as well. One of the beautiful things about Gemini Leo mix, especially Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, is Casey has the ability to make things that other people can't understand the way it's said. She can change those words to make them understand it, because her mind works so fast. And with that, I'm so excited. I'm sorry. With that empathy that she also possesses, she knows what she needs to say to make each and every person understand what she said, and she knows how to make it fun. So I have to agree with you. I would totally go teaching over counseling, because it would be much fun for her, and she would be so flipping good at it.
Absolutely. And when it came down to growing, and she's asking for a time frame by chance, and I have to say February is where this transition is going to happen. It also looks like it's the end of their pattern. So at the end of that pattern, where maybe it's like the work year ends, because they don't always end on January or December and go into January. But I'm feeling like that's the perfect timing, and that's when that opportunity will arise. And she says, translator, that's what they call me at work. 100% Squirrel. This is where she would make a great teacher.
Oh, yes, she would. Like, I got so excited, I had to spit words out. That's why she understood me. She's translating Squirrel.
All right. But I knew as soon as I brought up that part with the astrology about the teaching, you were going to light up and you had some more to add because I felt it. I knew if I was saying it.
Thank you for saying that because my head went.
I
know. Did you go cross-eyed?
I think I might have.
Well, we're hoping that Casey doesn't get herself to that point of being cross-eyed because you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Casey. We appreciate you so much. All right, guys. Well, I just have to say it.
Well, damn.
Wow. I literally cannot believe, like, last night's shows, tonight's shows, it is just absolutely on fire. So we appreciate each and every one of you for being here with us. So thank you.
Yes, we do. So a mini reading. Oh my gosh. And she was just saying, Mary was just saying that she's got let me find it. Gemini Sun, Cancer Moon, Leo Ascendant. So she understands what I was saying to Casey too. I was like, if you guys don't know your Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and I'm really dying to see if Casey has a Mercury Gemini as well.
She said there, Twix bars. All right, so I see she said at Skwirl. She was her last message was at Skwirl about that. But what was your question, Mary? What was your question?
Oh, Casey does have a Mercury Gemini. Yes. Okay. Wow.
Working all the way around. Guys, just so you guys know, this will be our last question. But hold up before Mary's question comes through. Casey got to get her card, which is the 5 of Fire. Complete goals in details so they do not conflict with others. Meaning follow through with what you're doing, why February will be the perfect timing for you to go forward. She said, y'all read for each other. Oh, we do that in the back on the side.
We do. We really do.
No, Mary, what would you like to know? Because with that, the emotions being Cancer being in your moon, that control of emotions. Ooh, I can only imagine what you're like on the full moon.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Casey, do you sleep? Because her brain never turns off. Mary is a Mercury Taurus. So Mary, it might take you a little bit longer to learn things, but when you know them, you by God know them. Mary says, have fun. It's a tip. Aww.
Oh,
and sorry.
Thinking. What? Oh, we did get a question.
Have fun. It's a tip. Laugh out loud. We share any. I'm done. What would my uncle's name? What would my uncle? What to know? And do.
I think that means what would my uncle want me to know, maybe, and do next, and my cousin too.
Well, that is a mediumship question, but the one thing I see, and I can just say this for you real quick on that, is that support each other and do not allow yourself to get caught up in family nonsense. Because I see a lot of arguing. You guys have to keep that. You got to keep balance. You have to be the ones that stay balanced. And I just said something about her Cancer moon and that control of emotion.
Yeah.
Just said it. So just make sure that you don't let the Gemini side of you play on the dark side. It will. It likes both. Gemini doesn't like bored. So yes, I got it. Thank you. So true. Oh, just make sure that they don't just don't let them get under your skin, and keep that balance, because they like to play games and you're not into the games. She says, I'm good at being, I let the Gemini be understanding of both. Good. That's
Yeah.
that balance. That's that Cancer kicking in.
Yeah.
Nurturing.
Yeah. Good for you. And I do see that there is a lot of, I'm seeing what Journey's seeing. There's a lot of stress and bicker, and like sometimes you just want to be like, I'm done with this, and that right now it's pretty hard on you. But I see you being the one that brings it all together, that you're the one, because you have that Gemini ability, and then that Cancer moon and that Taurus Mercury. You really think things through. You're one of the rare Gemini energies, especially Sun, that thinks everything through and looks at every single side before you voice your thoughts. And when you do, it comes out as extremely mature, extremely loving towards all parties. You're not taking sides. You don't want to take sides, but you are kind of like the glue that when the family goes, you bring it all together without everybody killing each other.
I was feeling that as well, like sitting here connecting with your energies as well, lovely. Like I get this like heaviness sensation, that there's a lot of heaviness, but what it is you're carrying on your shoulders, it isn't your own. And I want to say to you, in a sense, you're like a peacemaker. You are there to piece everything together and be like, as Skwirl was saying, like the glue of the family. So it's like everybody relies on you for everything. But I feel like sometimes your emotions can come in, so you can feel quite like, I'm getting like you overwhelmness with all of this. So what Spirit are just wanting you to do is just keep level headed, okay? Because you have got this determination, you've got this drive, this power, this just rawness in you, you know, Richard, just raw. So I want to say to you that, and I just feel this balance coming in and forwards for you. So things are going to start picking up for you and looking better. So know that, and love yourself as well. So thank you.
With that Cancer moon, I'm sorry. It's like astrology. With that Cancer moon, be aware of cycles that you will go through, because Gemini Sun pretty much really just wants to be happy and doesn't want to dwell on emotions or think about emotions. They're like, oh, whatever. And they do push them down. But I feel with that Cancer moon, you go through cycles where you're like, why am I feeling all of this? Why am I suddenly feeling everybody else's shit? Or why am I so depressed? Watch the moon cycles and see whenever the actual moon in the sky, every month it goes through all 12 signs. See when it's in those water signs, especially Cancer. And when the moon is in the water signs, and especially Cancer, just realize that a lot of that motion doesn't belong to you. Mary says, life is simply blissfully gratitude. When you get attacked by emotions, remember they're not yours, and just be prepared for them during those times so they don't bring all that great, big, beautiful Gemini joy down. Okay? Just be aware of the moon cycles. You don't have to cave into them and say, okay, I'm going to be depressed today. You can say, oh, that's what's going on. We don't need to worry about that. All right. And I'm sorry, I just had to say that. Okay, y'all can come back now. Shut up.
Okay.
I didn't really.
One more thing. That's
one more thing.
It's like I have their ascendant, sun, moon, and ascendant. I can see so much more.
Absolutely. She says, thank you so much, soul family. I accept. I appreciate you so much. Look at all the beautiful emojis.
Oh, love the emojis. Thank you.
All right. Well, I have a surprise.
What's a surprise?
I will get to that in just a second. But remember, Don't cry over spilled milk when it comes to family. Like I was saying immediately, you got the 5 of water. Since you donated, you got a card. Now it says things not turning out the way you would hope with the family, and not seeing a positive in the situation. But don't cry over spilled milk, because it will find its way to find balance. But like I said, don't let that spicy side get the best of you. Use that Cancer energy to create that emotional, nurturing energy, but don't get taken advantage of, because Cancer does allow themselves to get taken advantage of quite often. That's when you let that Gemini side create a balance to help you through that. Because Gemini would be like, I'll give you a little bit, but don't play with me. So it's good. That's a good balance. I really like that. I really like that balance. And the energy that I'm seeing, like if you guys could see what I was seeing when I saw it, you'd be like, what the hell is this? But I can make sense of it. But yeah, it's the 5 of water, honey. It's not the Queen of Fire, but we're getting closer, guys. But that surprises. All right.
It knocked Destiny off again.
It's throwing me off again.
You're gonna have to come back.
I'll come back.
Okay.
Oh,
So we've got
wow.
Lisa Miller is here, and so we're going to go ahead and start this off. We're going to start off with Skwirl, and Skwirl, take it away. Guys, this will be the last question of the night.
All right. Hi, Lisa, and thank you so much for your donation. You've been with us since the get-go, and thank you for being here. So Lisa asks, will my significant others, he passed this 5 months, and my heart to you, I'm so sorry for your loss. She says, will his family try to interfere with the sale of my house that he and I own together? I own it now outright. Will his family try to bother me at anything? Second question. Okay, I might need this question back when I get to the second one, because I'll do them one at a time. Second question, will my son who lives 3 hours away start talking with me? And will I get to see my grandchildren before Christmas? Will my brother Steven start taking my calls? Not sure why my brother has stopped answering my calls. Last question, tomorrow I'm going to farmer's market. Will it be P ... Is there any more of that? Is there anything to go after that? Will it be, I'm guessing, positive? Okay, thank you, Lisa. Thank you. So let's do these one at a time. Will his family try to interfere with the sale of the house that you now own outright? And will they bother you or try to get in? And you're welcome, dear. Let's see. Wow. There's some, I'm not allowed to call people names on here. I'm not liking what I'm seeing here. Yes, they will absolutely. They're very deceptive. They're very sneaky, and they're very underhanded. And they think they're smarter than you. They're not. They just aren't. They are going to come at you and try to take everything. They see you right now in a weak position because you have lost someone you dearly love, and they're freaking hyenas. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say that about anybody, but this is just what it is. They're hyenas, and they're after you when they think you're down. They think you're smarter than you, that they're smarter than you, and they think that they're being sneaky and going behind your back. But your intuition is on fire. You're like, I already know this stuff. I know they're going to do this. You don't have to worry about a damn thing, because they're not smarter than you. They're pretty flippin' stupid. They have no clue that you own the house. You've got somebody that's going to protect you and defend you so you can relax and rest. I do see this as a lawyer. If you don't already have this lawyer, get one. Show him or her the deed to the house that, or the will that shows that this is in your name, and they can throw their money and throw their money and throw their money at another lawyer and just piss up a rope because they ain't getting a damn thing from you. Excuse my language. I get very protective over the people I read for, if you can't tell by tonight. She says, legally, I'm the owner. Okay, I'll lawyer up. Yes, please do, because they think they're being sneaky. And if you have the lawyer that can back you up, he will have that will, and it is the most recent will that was made. I believe they have another will that was made at a different time, and I feel like they've altered it to make it illegally. I feel like they're doing something illegally to try to say that this is their property. So if you can, contact his lawyer as well. In fact, if it's legally possible, and I know I'm not supposed to be giving legal advice, I am so sorry. If you can have his lawyer involved so that he knows when the wills were made, because they're being very sneaky and underhanded and illegal. All right, so let me see that second question. And this was about your son. If you would be speaking to your son who lives 3 hours away, will he start talking to you? And will you get to see your grandchildren before Christmas? I don't think it's going to happen before Christmas, hon. I'm so very sorry, but right now your son is very closed off to any communication and feelings. He's kind of pouting. He's seeing a situation that happened recently, very soon ago, as something that it was never intended to be and something that it is not. And he's pouting and he's withdrawing and giving you the silent treatment. And he knows that it's hurting you, but he feels like he's got every right to do that. And he really doesn't. He's not even understanding what the situation was. So I've got the lovers in reverse. So it's going to take some time. This is hard. This is hard. You're gonna have to walk away from this for a minute. Like I'm seeing I'm seeing March, which this is very, very hard for you. Just stand back and don't push. Don't press, because the more you press, the further he withdraws. And it's like you feel like you're bashing your head against the wall. You feel like you're putting everything into this. It means so much. And those grandbabies, I I really feel like you're miffed with him too. And when he's acting like this, you really just kind of want to backhand him. She says he knows he's hurting me. Yes, he does. But those grandbabies is what's killing you. That is breaking your heart. And okay, you're not calling him anymore. Very, very good. Because the more you call him, the more he pulls away and pouts. So it's going to take a while. It is going to take a while. But he's going to see that he's being an idiot. I'm sorry to call your son an idiot. Oh my gosh, I'm calling your family members all kinds of names here. Please forgive me. He's not an idiot. He's acting like one. And something is going to happen that he realizes that he is in the wrong, that he is overreacting and not understanding. So it won't be by Christmas. I'm very, very sorry. And let's see why your brother Steve stopped taking your calls. All right. I'm trying. She said, go ahead. It's okay. I feel you feel so isolated right now. And it feels like there's a bit of an unfairness. You're a very strong woman. You're a very strong personality, and you can mean well, or you can even be being nice, but you come across as strong, and this is just who you are. You do not need to change this. People just need to sometimes understand that you're not all love and light and fluffy bunny, and you say what you think. And Lisa says, yes, I'm working to overcome isolation. That's very hard. But you have a strong personality, and a lot of times people don't know how to respond to that, or they take you wrong. So you can't change it. It's who you are. She says, yes, I do speak my mind. But maybe sometimes not changing it, but try to find a softer way to say it. Not every time, but sometimes. And she says, yes, you're right. So what I'm seeing here, I do feel that with Stephen, there was okay. You might have had something to say about his children or his family that he took less than favorable. You were trying to give him advice. Are you a Virgo by any chance? Um, I'll keep going, and I'll see if you're a Virgo. I feel Virgo energy with you. And what happens with Virgo is yes, you're a Virgo. Yes, you feel like a Virgo. And what happens with Virgo, and this is not at all a put down. This is something to be aware of as a Virgo. Sometimes Virgo really sees, yes, giving advice, and they're trying to help. Virgo does it with nothing but love. They're worse on themselves. You are worse on yourself than you'll ever be with anyone else. They're trying to find perfection for people. But sometimes Virgo gives advice that would work for that Virgo, and don't realize that that advice could not possibly work for the person they're talking to, especially if it's any kind of fire or air energy. So the advice that you were giving, he took offense to. So my thing with that is give him a minute. It's not going to take to March. Give him about a week and call him and say, hey, I'm so sorry. I love you, because you love him. And he said, I'm just trying to help you. And you don't always have to take my advice, but it's always given with love. But some people see it as, well, nagging. And it's not nagging. It's, you could do better. You could do better. And you're doing it because you know they could do better. And you're trying to help them do better. And you're worse on yourself. You are so hard on yourself, Lisa. Oh my God. You've got to remember that you do everything with love. You're not doing it wrong. There is no wrong way to do it, but they might be taking it wrong. So sometimes you have to explain to them. I know sometimes I'm a little hard to handle, but it's never done in any way but with love. And she said his girlfriend's father called him a dickhead for what he did. I gently told him what probable outcome was on his actions. Yeah, yeah. But people around Virgos tend to take it because they take it very harshly. And Virgo is such a beautiful energy, and it is super intelligent, and it knows the outcomes of things, and it knows how things are going to work. But it's hard to know when somebody's going to take it wrong. So the minute you see someone take it wrong, that's not how I meant it. Say, this is how I meant it, and rephrase it in a gentler way. Because you can see on their face, they either just drop their jaw or close off. As soon as they close off, now that you're aware of it, watch it and try not to be so hard on yourself. You worry about everyone and everything. She says, I've learned that the hard way. You are not doing it wrong. You're a Virgo. You're doing it in a Virgo way. Just sometimes when you see that reaction, say, okay, I've got to rephrase this. Let me regroup. And Steve will come around. Steve will come around. Your son, however, is going to take at least until March. And when he does, when you've reconnected with him, tell him it's not fair to those grandbabies not to see their mom, their grandmom. It doesn't matter what fight he's having with you, they're not. Okay, Lisa, I hope that helped. I do remember there being one more question, but I'm going to leave some for Journey and Destiny to answer, and I'm going to hand you right over to Destiny. I'm sorry.
Hi, lovely. Thank you so much for supporting and donating here at my Psychic Connections. So I've been sitting here and I've been connecting with your energies whilst this reading has been taking place. And the first thing that I want to say to you, I can feel pain within you. I can feel this straight away in my heart chakra. I'm feeling like you feel like your heart has been ripped out torn into pieces, and it's like you can't understand why that people that you love so much would do something to you so bad, okay, and treat you this way, okay. I then feel with yourself that you sit there and you doubt yourself. Is it me? Maybe I shouldn't have said this. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But what Spirit is saying to me right now, that's not the case at all, because you are good enough. You are a person that really does understand what is needing to happen here. This is something in regards with you are a beautiful soul inside and out, and you need to understand that Spirit is wanting you to know that you need to be not so hard on yourself. You need to not be this way, okay? But I want to say to you right now, there is a lot of people taking your kindness for granted. So I want to say to you, take a step back right now. Now, I know that seems hard, because what I'm being told that you are like the peacemaker. You are the one that always wants to make things right and okay. The Spirit's also saying to me at the same time, lovely, when you take that step back, I feel that that's when they're going to get that realization. That's when they're going to get that big wake up call that you're not going to be around all the time to their beck and call. You're not always going to be there for them when they need you, because really deep down, let's have this right. They all depend on you, but at the same time, they're not giving you the same thing in return back. And all is what you are wanting is peace, harmony, contentment in your life, and love, and to be respected. And that right now is something that you're not getting. Now, in regards with all your questions here, I'm going to then go to the part about the house situation. Okay, I feel like there is a climax here, and straight away I feel like this is like a fiery climax that has been going on right now in this present moment. So Spirit is saying to me right now, things have been quite turbulent. But I also want to say the turbulentness is also coming in regards with your son as well, and you not being able to see your grandchildren. And I completely agree with Skwirl. That is breaking your heart right now. That is something that you really want to be happening right now, and it's just not happening. And I'm really sorry to say I cannot see this happening this side of Christmas. And I know that's something that you don't want to hear, but that is what Spirit is giving to me right now. But I am hearing right now that look at the bigger picture, okay, here, and see that it's not going to be a bad thing right now that you're not seeing them right now, because what Spirit is saying to me, this isn't forever. It's just in this time frame at the moment, because your son, okay, I feel like he can be quite stubborn, and I feel like it's either his way or no way is what Spirit is saying to me right now. So don't see it as a negative forever, but just see that in this time right now is not the right timing for this to happen. So what I want to say to you right now, you will get in connection again with your son and see your grandchildren, but it's not going to be this side of Christmas, okay? I'm really sorry to tell you that. But what I want you to do in the meantime, Lisa, okay, I want you to try and balance things out within yourself. Now, Spirit are coming into me and saying to me, you're not sleeping. You've got 1,000,001 things going around in your mind at the moment. You're still healing and grieving from what has happened with a loved one that has passed over as well. you have got so many mixed emotions right now, but you are needing to focus on yourself to bring back that balance within you, because at the moment you're not in alignment. And that is something that spirit wants you to acknowledge first within yourself, is that alignmentness. When you can bring that back in, then you're going to be able to organize things that you are needing to put into place. But I want to say to you, in regards with your son, I feel like he is just, it's spirit just keeps saying to me, it's his way or no way. And I want to say to you, that hurts you because you have not done anything wrong to them, but you're being treated this way. So you then start to wonder why this is all happening. So what I want you to do for me, Lisa, I want you to make a choice and a decision now where you want to go right now. Not anybody else's choices, not anyone else's decision, but you, and you to solely make that and how you strongly feel right now, and write everything down about all of this. But in regards with this house with Steve, I believe it is, I can see that he is going to start to come around, is what I'm hearing in regards with this. But with him, I feel like it's just going to take some time, but not as much time as it is with your son. I mean, there's so many different questions right now. There's so many different energies here. I'm getting like a sense of like emotions are flying high. You know, it's just all over. It's all over the shop. It's everywhere, is what spirit is saying to me right now. So they want you to just bring this balancedness back, this alignment. And when this alignment can come in, then all these energies that have been quite chaotic and here, there, and everywhere are going to be able to bring that peace in, to bring that balance in, to be able to support things here. So I want to say to you at the same time, it's like there is going to be change that is coming in. But what spirit is saying to me right now, Lisa, okay, don't try to control the situation, allow it to unfold naturally. And when you can, that's going to stop these blocks that have been being put on this, because it's like you're wanting all of this to come in now. You're wanting all these questions right now to be done and here and now in this present moment. But spirit is saying to me right now that there just needs to be that little more time in. But know that you are a beautiful soul inside and out. You are doing good right now. Your hard work is definitely paying off. So spirit are just saying, keep persevering, keep moving in a direction for you, and not allow others to take advantage of your kindness. Okay, lovely. And know that things will start to improve for you. And I pick up the same as Skwirl with your son around about March time coming in for this, lovely. But I'm sending you lots and lots of love. Thank you for your time, your energies this evening, supporting us here at My Psychic Connections. I'm now going to pass you over to the amazing Journey. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Destiny and Lisa. So, you know, even though the family coming at you when it comes to this scenario, and getting a lawyer is definitely 100% where you need to be with that, making sure the lawyer knows everything. But there's a blessing in disguise here, which you're not realizing and hasn't been shown just yet, but I'm gonna reveal it to you. Is that when he crossed over, they knew that he had money, they knew he had properties, and they knew that he had a will somewhere, but it wasn't been able to be found at the moment. It's not that the will can't be found, it's that the will hasn't been read because the person who is supposed to be in contact has not been contacted yet. And because of that, she said yes. But because of that, they're in search of this money. Now, Skwirl touched base on them being money hungry. But due to their greed, it is going to bring you to the surface to get the contact that is needed, because this house is not their property, but they know that you guys had shared moments with this house. So what they do is they bring attention to the person that the lawyers have needed to get in contact with in the first place. So all they're doing with their own hatred and their own greed is giving the person who's actually in control or supposed to be in control is you. So it's going to bring all of that to the surface. And she said, thank you. So sometimes we have to learn lessons. And you're going through a lesson of trusting into the universe and trusting yourself and knowing that what you've done is 100%. But they're learning a lesson too by letting their hatred and their greed take over and act like you are owed nothing and they deserve everything. The universe, well, technically, he played an amazing trick on them. It doesn't go to you. It wasn't left to you. It was left to Lisa. Ta-da! Aren't you happy your hatred, your anger, and your bitterness got the best of you? That's only going to piss them off. And she says, I am so moved and by your words, and thank you. But the thing is that you and him spent a lot of time together. You guys had a relationship. There was passion. There was taking care of one another. You guys have done a lot together. There was a lot. She says, yes, and we did. And there are some things that, yes, he could have, made it a little bit more easy for you guys to, if anything were to happen to him or to you, to make it a little bit more easier for you guys to have that transition. But at the same time, he was so worried about passing that it was something he really did not want to, he didn't want to talk about it. So with that being said, it made it a lot harder for you to get that, says I agree. But the thing is that even though all that's been said, everything that's been said and done, this energy here is still going to come about. It's still going to come to pass. You're still going to get, even though that's not really what you're looking for, you're scared about what they're going to try to take for you that's solely yours. That, don't even worry about it. They're not even going to be able to touch that with a 10-foot pole. It's in your name. It's totally titled to you. They can hope, dream, piss, do whatever they got to do. But all it is a pissy dream. So I hope they like wet dreams. So I'm so glad to hear you. You are welcome, sweetheart. But the thing is that the son situation, I'm going to touch base on this real quick. When it comes to your son and the situation that comes to them, is that this is more of, I'm the man, I have pride, this is my control, this is the only way he can control you. And due to that, that's the problem, is that he's searching for control. He knows that the grandbabies are going to be a way for you to, want to bend to his will. And he's using that, and he's using his own children. He says, yes, you're right. And that's a really sad thing. But what comes around goes around, because I'm going to tell you right now, Christmas, I don't believe is going to be your time frame. We're looking at the spring. I kept seeing Easter, so that would resonate with the March time frame that everybody was picking up. March, April, right around there, as what I got was an Easter time frame. So the energy that I see with you and what's going on there, she goes, I was shocked he did this. But he's searching for control. He doesn't have control in his life, so he's got to find a way to have control over something. You were his target this time. And you came in at a time where he was feeling vulnerable. So that energy was directed to you. It's not anything you did, not anything you say. She says, oh, wait, that's all you can do in this situation, because trying to push it to move it forward isn't going to benefit you. Yes, I'm sad for him. Right. But he also has some problems of his own. And there's abuse. I don't know if he's drinking, but I don't feel a clear mind. He does not have a clear mind. Either if he says, I love your insight. Drugs, yeah, it's drugs or alcohol, because he doesn't have a clear mind. He's not, okay, this is going to sound weird. He's not heavily addicted, but he's addicted. That's what I got. So it's not pushing him to the point where I mean, it's not good, but it's not in a state that I would fear him in. It is one that he can still pull himself out of by himself without having that extra help to do so. But if it continues, it can get that direction. So when he talks to you and you guys get close again, make sure you listen, you're hearing him out. You know, if there's anything you want to talk to me about, you can talk to me. I'm here for you. Just kind of give him reassurance after you guys have gotten back in that communication. I don't feel fear for him, but I do want you to know he's not thinking with a clear mind and that it is an altered mind. And you have to be that person that listens. Says, okay, I'll listen. That's what you've got to do. You're good at listening. You've done it for a long time. You love him to pieces. You love the grandbabies. And you want to be able to see him and them babies. Because he's your baby. She put yes. Lisa, I hope this helps. We thank you so much. Know you will get what you want out of this. And better days are coming. Unfortunately, we just have to be patient. But Lisa, thank you so much for your donation and your time tonight. We appreciate it. We were so happy to be able to talk with everybody tonight. It's been an absolute amazing time. Ladies, Squirrel, you're muted before you say anything. From my heart to say it. I was like, we ain't gonna hear you.
I do feel that she had that last question. I really do feel that she will have a good time, a positive time at the market tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
But you're going to go in feeling more rested. I think tonight really helped you, and
Yahoo!
and you're going to have a fun time tomorrow.
Absolutely. Don't let the negative Nancys and the Nilly Willies get you down right now.
Yeah, just enjoy like what's going on in the here and now right now, and don't let any of that bother you, and just do you. That's what I keep saying, just do you, and that's it.
She said it helped. Hugs back to you, sweetheart. Well, guys, this is the end of our show. It's a 3.5 hour show. It's been absolutely amazing, and I'm so happy that we got our chance to be on here. It was a good Friday. And let's pick a card.
Oh, yes.
We got the Sun card. The Sun card is happy outcomes and brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Love that.
Couldn't fit any better than that.
Yep. Amazing.
But guys, we are going to say our goodbyes, starting with Squirrel, going to Destiny, then myself. Squirrel?
I'm all kinds of miscombobulated and exhausted, but I had the best time partying with y'all tonight and connecting with each and every one of you. Thank you for being here, every last one of you, and I love you guys. Good night. Bye.
So guys, thank you all for joining us all on this beautiful show tonight. I've had a blast. I've had fun. I've enjoyed the readings that I've been doing. So we are all absolutely... I think we're all just zapped out now, but we've had an amazing time. Thank you all for joining, and we will see you back again on Monday with Journey Ryan live at 10 p.m. and then followed by my show at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, and then followed with all the other shows. Thank you, Squirrel. Thank you, Journey. Love you guys. That's enough for me. Destiny K, pass you over to Journey. Good night. Love and light.
All right. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for being here and supporting us here on our channel. Again, we are here Monday through Friday with multiple shows. So, guys, they start at various times. You just go to My Psychic Connection and check out our YouTube channel. Check out our Facebook group, and you'll be able to see our show times right on there. And, guys, we appreciate you. And, ladies, this has been a blast. I've had so much fun. And this was my first day back after so long. It's been
I know. It's been an amazing journey.
like,
We've had such an amazing time.
And all the projects that I was doing in the background that nobody was knowing about, you guys are going to be able to see that on YouTube. It's going to be great. I really look forward to everybody getting a chance to check those out. And we'll also make an announcement when they happen, when they go live on there. So we're really excited about that. We've got some new psychics coming on board, so I can't wait for that. And
amazing.
Guys, Roadkill is warning you. We're muted again.
Can we just have one more go of rock, paper, scissors, shoot before we leave? I feel
sure.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yes, I won.
Yay! Journey and I had rocks again.
And I wrapped you guys up. I'm happy.
All right, guys. From everyone here at My Psychic Connection, we want to say thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We will see you again on Monday with Journey Ryan Live at 10 p.m. Eastern. Until then,
that's a wrap.
Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you on Monday.